intro just started.
You have the coaches thing in?
You have the coaches thing in already?
Coaches interview?
Yeah, that's right.
All I gotta do is press play.
Sorry, Mike. I know it sounds like crap.
I don't think I'm gonna shot. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as we're bringing you another edition of Perry Maroon Football. Tonight they're hosting the 6th-ranked Hennessey Eagles, depending on what poll you look at. 6th-ranked in Max Preps. I think they're 3 or 4 in the real poll here in Oklahoma, the News OK poll. They come in with a 5-1 record, 3-0 in the district. Your Maroons come in with a 4-2 record and 2-0 in the district. So they got that going for them as this is going to be an undefeated test right here as 2 undefeated teams come in at 2A district 2A1. If I can talk, it's going to be a struggle tonight because I'm working through a little allergic reaction. But Mike, you look on paper here, and these teams are pretty evenly matched. As far as yardage, rushing, passing. Just kind of talk about that. If we look on paper, this is an even ball game.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that Perry's only 30 yards less than Hennessey on the year, and I attribute some of that probably a lot of short fields. Hennessey puts their defense puts them in. I think maybe 9 points or 17 points the last 3 games. Hennessy's allowed. That's the difference in my opinion. But really, yeah, on paper, Perry's done a good job of moving the ball. It's just sometimes when they get bogged down in the red zone, don't have a kicker, so you can't get points that way, and so it's boom or bust for them, and that attributes to it. But it's going to be a good matchup tonight.
And mental mistakes, too. Turnovers as well.
Yeah,
we had 5 turnovers last week, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, all by Dawson Padilla. And I talked to him before the game, and he goes, I know. I said, I want Dawson back from week 2 and 3. Right. He's like, I know. And he said he just didn't make his reads. He just wasn't seeing the field. And this tonight, Hennessey's going to try and confuse him again tonight. They're going to try and disguise their coverages. But I think we're going to see a different Dawson Padilla, and it's not raining.
No.
The elements are better this week, and
beautiful night.
But we look at the teams head to head. Rushing yards per game, 194 for Hennessey, 176.5 for the Maroons. Passing yards a game, 141.3 for Hennessey, 128 for Perry. Total yards a game, 335.3, 305.6.
Right.
So you got a lot of, for lack of a better word, similarities with these two teams. But make no mistake about it, Hennessey is a very good rushing team. They will not make you miss in space. They will run over you in space. Tabor Jones, Abe Ortega are two of those guys that are going to run over you. They like to control the clock and all that, just like Stroud. So we're going to see the same kind of game with Stroud, and it's going to be key for Perry to get off the field on third down tonight.
Well, thankfully they don't have a Tiller Bucktrot, big 335-pounder, roam in the middle of the line there tonight. But, yeah, you're right. Hennessy's very tough. Almost identical, I think, to Stroud, the way they like to run their offense.
Well, we're happy to have you on the broadcast tonight with Penn Network, Channel 59, Campbell Communications, 1020 a.m. Go to campbellcommunicationsok.com. If you want to listen to us live, you can listen to us on your mobile phone as well with the Triple Play Sports Radio Network app. And also YouTube channel on City of Perry tonight. You can watch live and listen to us as well. So there's lots of avenues that you can listen and watch tonight. We're happy you're here. We're going to take our first break. We'll come back. We'll dive into the opponent, the Hennessey Eagles. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, getting you set for tonight's ball game between the Hennessey Eagles, ranked number 6 or 3 or 4, whatever poll you look at, taking on your number 19 ranked Perry Maroons with a 4-2 record, 2-0 in the district. So we're going to look at the Hennessey Eagles coming in to tonight's ball game, 5-1, 3-0 overall in the district. Their record last year, 11-2. They got beat in the quarterfinals by Vian, 21-20. So it was an upset, too. It was an upset. Vian was not picked to beat Hennessey, but Hennessey took the loss, and I believe that was at home. I think they did play in Hennessey, and Vian, the Wolverines, got the 1-point victory and beat out the Hennessey Eagles with the 11-2 record last year. But, of course, Hennessey makes those deep runs. We're so used to seeing that year in and year out. Yep. Coach Luchin has really done a good job taking over for, I can't remember the coach that was before that had the state titles, but he's just picked up and left off from where he's left it.
Yeah, Luchin's done a very good job just keeping the tradition going.
Yeah, it's his third season as head coach here at Hennessey. He says he got he jokingly said, I got started in the business later.
So, I read that.
He's originally from Enid, played at SWAZU, Southwestern Oklahoma State, from 78 to 81. This is his 22nd year coaching. overall.
How did he get late?
Yeah, so he said he got started late in the business, and I don't know how that is because, 22 years in the business, that's a long time. His philosophy in coaching is he wants to play great defense and move the chains. That's pretty self-explanatory. Every coach is going to tell you that. But when he says he plays great defense, he does mean it. This team will hit you in the mouth, and they're tough against the run.
Very tough. Their linebackers are really good.
And that's what he says. He's preached tough physical play, and year in and year out, if you've watched Hennessey and Perry go at it live, you definitely can attest to that. As Hennessey's a very tough, hard-nosed team, and like I said, they're not going to try and make you miss in space. They're just going to run over you like a Mack truck. So the road grader Garrett Byer is going to have a lot of work tonight. He's going to be in that linebacker spot. He's going to be coming in contact with Tabor Johns and Abe Ortega probably a lot tonight if we don't get him behind the line of scrimmage. Of course, we want to get him behind the line of scrimmage, but if they do, they're going to have to meet Garrett Byer in that hole, or Luke Vollmer, one of the two. Offensively, they run quite a bit. They run a one back all the way to an empty set, so you're going to see a lot of varied looks with the Hennessey Eagles. They don't pass much, but when they do, Mike, they're pretty accurate. Mendoza is a very dual quarterback, but he doesn't run much either. But if he gets outside the pocket, he's dangerous too.
He has the ability. Yes, you're right.
Defensively, talk about their defense. You be the defensive guy. They're 4-3, and they're going to transition into a 4-4. Talk about what that does to the opponent's offensive schemes.
Well, it basically puts pressure on your running game, and they want to choke the running game. Basically, they'll start out in a 4-3, but they like to run down, like you said, they run Johns into the box. They very frequently run 8 men in the box with the 4 down linemen, the 4 linebackers. Basically, what that does is they want to get all their pressure with 4 down linemen. That's how they want to get their pressure. They want to leave those linebackers open for tackles in space at the second level. They will blitz every once in a while, but not much. But that 4-4 with those linebackers, and John's basically being a linebacker. He's a safety. But remember Roy Williams, Oklahoma? I know he's Oklahoma, but he used to run down in that box, basically be a 4th linebacker, and that's what they like to do. And they're very good at it. They're very well coached and technically sound. They don't miss their gaps. They don't miss their assignments. They come at you and they hit you.
And they tackle.
And
one person can tackle you. They gang tackle very well too, but they have the ability to tackle in space. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Colby Mendenhall tonight, as we're going to get him out in space, try to get him to the corner more, hopefully tonight, and see if they can make the one-on-one tackles or if he can make him miss. It's going to be an interesting matchup right there tonight.
That's what you do. You get the one-on-one matchup as best you can and go from there, and you got to win those. That's how you win games.
Well, the Hennessey strengths is they are a senior-laden team. They have 8 returning starters on offense and 7 on defense, and 11 on each side. You've got 3/4 of your players back or more, and that's why they've had the season they've had this year. And they should be undefeated. They had Jones beat, but they fumbled the last 30 seconds of the game on their 10-yard line, and Jones threw a pass for the next play and won the ball game.
Exactly.
But they did have some. They had their center missing from that game. That's why they had 16 snaps that were bobbled against Jones. So he's back. It's McKay. He's back. They're a cohesive unit. A lot of seniors on the offensive line, except a couple. I think one sophomore and one junior. So they played a lot of games together. Players to watch this season. He said that Abe Ortega and Javi Renteria are their best players. Ortega, you're going to see run downhill. He also is really good in the defensive secondary linebacker, I think, and also Javi Renteria. And we've seen this kid for 4 years, and let me tell you, he's the real deal. He leads the team in tackles, 56 tackles this year. I think that's correct. Let me look at
56 or 58.
It's 59 tackles. 59 tackles. He leads the team. So he makes a lot of tackles on his own. Other players you're going to watch: Tony Mendoza, the number 18, the cornerback. He's dual threat, but he's also really good in the secondary and coverage. The senior Jose Sanchez, number 4, he'll be a wideout. They'll go to him ever so often. Also, the running back Tabor Johns comes in with 90 carries for 481 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns, average 5.3 per carry. Good clip there.
Yeah.
Then Ortega, 49 carries for 383 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns. He had 4 last week against Pawnee. He averages 7.8 per carry, so he's a load. He also has 9 receptions for 218 yards receiving, averaging 24.2 per catch.
Yeah, he's their big chunk guy.
So he's the big chunk guy. They go to him a lot. Tabor Johns is he'll get the nod at running back, but Abe Ortega will be his fullback as well, and he can also clear some road for Tabor Johns.
He's a very good player.
And then Javi Renteria, like we said, and then Freddie Petrolia, he leads a team with 5 sacks, and he'll be on the offensive and defensive line for Hennessey. I asked Coach Luchin what they knew about Perry. He said Perry's very well coached. He and Coach Cameron Bennett have a very good relationship. This is Cameron's second year in the district, and we saw him talking earlier today. And Coach Luchin is just a great, cool guy. He helps us with everything we need. We really appreciate his efforts to get me and you all the information we need to get this pregame that you can hear about. Hennessey. He does a really good job giving us information. He said they've been really impressed with how Perry has played this year, and they feel like this is going to be a very tough opponent. So when a team comes in here like Hennessey and says they've been really impressed with Perry, that should take some notice on the district. That Perry has come a little bit down the line with this district.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I asked him to give me a summary about his team this year. He said they're excited about the team coming into this year. They've had a large number of starters returning on both sides of the ball, like I alluded to. They were finally able to get a win against Kingfisher. They couldn't get that win, and they finally got the win, and they got it emphatically this year, 32-13, beat the Yellow Jackets at home.
You don't do that. You don't do that to Kingfisher.
And nobody does that to Kingfisher. Very good ball team. And when we saw that score, I kind of went, I just popped my eyes out.
Yeah.
I was like, really? They took the loss to Jones, like I said, but they were missing their center. They had 16 snaps that were bobbled or fumbled, so they've got that corrected. It's just going to be a very tough opponent, like they always are every year. So I expect a hard-fought game. I expect our team to come out with a little bit more fire this week because it's an opponent that we're familiar with. It might not be that we're familiar with Stroud or Cashin, and that takes a toll on football. If you know your opponent, you come in, especially if it's a district game, you know what to expect.
Yeah,
Cashin and Stroud, this is your first year playing them in a long time or if ever, and you just didn't know anything about them.
Yeah, it just gives you more confidence, running through what you have to do. It just gives you a lot more confidence. Yeah. I think Cashin was kind of a throwaway.
We will forget that game.
I don't expect to see him play that bad. I know we have some guys missing,
right?
But I still don't expect him to play that bad all year. We'll talk about it anymore, but we'll just
that's in the past.
Away. That's gone. Yeah,
what Cashin who?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, that's a look at the opponent tonight. The Hennessey Eagles. They come in with a record of 5-1, 3-0 in the district, and they're here to take on your Perry Maroons here at Daniels Field. If you're not out here, come out here and join us. If not, we're happy to have you at home listening and watching it to us on the YouTube channel at City of Perry and Campbell Communications. Anywhere you can get us, 10:20 a.m. locally, and on the internet, campbellcommunicationsok.com. So with that, we're going to take our next time out. We're going to have the pregame coaches interview with Coach Cameron Bennett after this. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Can't hear it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Perry Public Schools Administration and the Board of Education, I'd like to welcome you to Daniels Field for this evening's game between the visiting Hennessey Eagles and your Perry Maroons.
Welcome back to the Perry Maroon pregame football show, brought to you by First Bank and Trust Company. And now, as he always is before each game, is head coach Cameron Bennett. And coach, let's talk about Cash. And I know we don't really want to talk about it, but we'll just talk about it real briefly. Just a weird and dreary night with the rain, wet ball, wet field. Just had no really energy in on the team or the crowd or anything. It was kind of weird. Let's just assess that game. What went wrong from the start to the end of the game, minus the 5 turnovers?
Well, I think a lot of it's just our kids' mentality through the game. Obviously, Cashin's a good football team. They were 5-0 coming in here, and a lot of our kids had their head. They were already beat before we hit the field. And obviously, I'll take blame for that because I'm the head football coach, and it relies on me. And we work hard during practice to get them motivated and ready, and we just came out flat and pretty much sealed it. And that's one thing we got to change. Ever since I've been here, just trying to get in these kids' heads that, hey, play up to your potential and you can beat anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. If you just give the effort and do what you're coached to do, everything else take care of itself. And that's what we got to do. And that was the big motivational this, Saturday when they came and worked out in the morning. And, that's been the focus all week.
Well, unfortunately, with this ball game and with any sport, there's injuries that occur. Let's talk about the injuries. We had 3 injuries last week. One was Devin, one was Dylan, and one was Brian. Let's talk about how their injuries are, how serious they are. They're going to be sitting out this week. Who's going to replace them in the lineup, all that good stuff.
They're going to sit out this week, obviously. Dylan got a little concussion. Obviously, he didn't see a doctor, but us professionally, we want to hold him out a week. Obviously, he could probably play, but, just for health, cautious reasons, we're setting him out. Blanson hurt his ankle pretty bad. It's still pretty swollen. Nothing broke or anything, just, it's probably a 2 to 3 degree sprain. But he's been ice bucking it every day, which, it'll help that process get better. Brian's, his shoulder's been banged up for a little bit, but he's ineligible too. And that's, it is what it is. All 3 of them will be back next week. It is a good thing, but, we're just going to move on. obviously we got a couple of tweaks in the defense and offense. You know, Spencer Hartwig's going to play guard in Dylan Buck's spot, which he played guard all last year, so it's really nothing new. We're going to go more to a 4-2-5 look. So we'll have 4 down linemen, which will be Matt Jones, Barrett Swan, Spencer Hartwig, and Andrew Randall. We're moving G to backer, so we'll have Luke Ballmer and Garrett Byer in backer, and DB stay pretty much the same. Our will's going to be basically / strong safety is going to be Braden Sweet, and our Sam backer is going to be Reyes. So I mean everything else is okay.
Well, you alluded to that. The team basically thought they were defeated before they got on the field last week, and that's what it kind of looked like. But let's talk about the focus of the practices this week. You got Hennessey coming in 5-1, 3-0 in the district. Winnable game. Hennessey can be beat. What was the feeling like in preparation for the Eagles this week, and how did the team take that loss?
You know, it's weird. I mean, the team realized it. I mean, they realized that. I mean, I'm not saying we would have beat Cashin, but dang, we would have at least gave it, a little bit more effort. Who knows what happened? And the kids are weird. I mean, the kids think they can beat Hennessey. And I don't know if it's just because they never played Cashin. It's kind of new team. Yeah, right, it's unfamiliar. Yeah. It's kind of new. Oh, my goodness, they're under, But, Hennessy's coming in. And for the most part, I think last year we played Hennessey pretty tough until probably the, middle of the second quarter, and it kind of got out of control. But, we just got to learn from our mistakes. I mean, they're 16, 17-year-old kids. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know what they're going through. They've got a lot of ups and downs, and we just got to keep them motivated and keep them focused, and hopefully we can get after it tonight.
So you tell them that you need to play to your potential and just go out there and play ball, and basically, it'll take care of itself. So this team does still believe that this could be a special season in terms of wins and getting to the playoffs.
Oh, definitely. I mean, one setback's not going to ruin the whole season, because number one, us coaches won't let it happen. I mean, that's just the bottom line. We had to do a lot of looking at ourselves in the mirror last week. Are you here for the right reasons? Or are you giving everything you got? Because who knows, man? We talked to the seniors. Hey, you're guaranteed 4 more games. That's it. It could be over. You would never play football again. And some of these other guys, we preach to the freshmen and some of the sophomores and juniors that aren't playing this year. Hey, you don't get better in December. You get better now, running scout team, doing the little things that you're supposed to do. Because we're going to lose a lot of guys. And how you fill those spots is by getting better now, learning what's going on, focusing on what's going on, practicing hard, giving everything you got in practice so we can get better. And in a sense, you'll get better as a scout team, player that we're looking forward to play next year. So.
Well, let's now turn our attention to Hennessey, the opponent tonight here in District 2A1 play. And very familiar with Coach Rick Luchin and his Eagles. We played them several times. Haven't beaten them yet since we got in the district with them. Let's just talk about, they're an offensive team that's going to run downhill, going to hit you. They're not going to make any shifty moves. They're going to run right over you. I saw in film last week with Pawnee, it was like a pinball machine in the secondary. Tabor Johns and Ortega they're just going to run you over. Let's talk about them offensively, defensively. They're pretty stout too. Let's just see just let us know what we're going to see with Hennessey tonight.
Hey, it's not going to be anything pretty. I mean, they're going to be like Stroud. I mean, they want to run the football, and they want to take time off the clock. They want to do time management. They want to keep you from having the football. They want to hit you in the mouth, and that's what they're going to do on offense. Defense, they're going to do the same thing. I mean, they're 4-2-5, 4-3, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they mix it up a little different. One game they showed a 50 front, which I don't think we'll see that. But, they're a good defensive team. I mean, they're big, they're physical, they're tough as nails. We just got to play football.
Well, now, having said that, we're talking about Hennessey with the opponent. Let's talk about some of the keys to the game tonight. Obviously, turnovers, have to limit those. I mean, that's every game. But what's some other keys that are going to be important to get win number 3 in the district and go 5-2 tonight?
We got to tackle better. We work on tackling at least 15 minutes a day. We got to tackle better, and that killed us in Cashin. We got to get lined up to the right formations that are called and do what we're coached to do. We had a lot of confusion last week, and that I ain't saying, giving anything bad to Cashin. They did a good job. But, we got confused a little bit on certain things, and we can't let that happen. We got to have 11 guys fly the football. Offensive-wise, we got to cut down the middle mistakes. We just got to take care of the football and just cut down the middle mistakes.
So now we're going to get to our fun thing that we do every week is our Saturday picks. And last week, my Cowboys barely won. So Texas almost beat OU. That was a shocker. And then Tulsa got beat by Temple. No surprise. Both of us went 3-0. So you're 16-2. You're still game up on me, 15-3. I'm trying to get you, but we got OSU at TCU, Kansas State at OU, South Florida at Tulsa, Nebraska at Northwestern. I'm going to take, unfortunately, the Horned Frogs, OU, South Florida, and Nebraska.
I was going to help you out. I was going to take TCU. I thought you'd take OSU.
No,
oh, wow.
I'm a realist.
So I'll take TCU. Kansas State's scary, man.
They won there last time they were there.
I know. I'll go with Kansas State.
Okay. We're going to even the score this week then.
Okay, I'll go OSU, Kansas State. I'll see South Florida. And I'll stay with Huskers. I'll go Nebraska.
You're going to go OSU?
No, TCU. I'm
you
sorry.
You said OSU.
Sorry,
oh,
TCU.
That's on record.
TCU definitely. Yeah,
all right,
sorry.
So there we go. All right, so thanks for talking with us as usual. Good luck tonight. Get your 5th win on the year.
Thanks. We're going to try.
And that was Coach Cameron Bennett, your Perry Maroon football head coach. And keep it right here because on the other side of the break, we're going to have the district roundup and talk about some area schools in action tonight. And another break, and then we'll have the starting lineups and the opening kick with your Perry Maroons hosting the Hennessey Eagles here at Daniels Field on a Thursday night because of fall break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. What's the static? Yeah. And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell now with you as we're going to go through our district roundup. First, we're going to go over our district, who's playing who tonight, and then we're going to go over some area teams. Some teams you're going to be hearing some scores from this evening. First, we're going to start in the district. The 0-6, 0-3 Alva Goldbugs are going to go to the Oklahoma Christian Saints. They're going to play number 1 Oklahoma Christian. OCS is 6-0, 3-0, so it doesn't get any easier for Alva. So they're out of district tonight. I don't know why we're got some static problems, so we're going to try and get that fixed for you. The Tonkawa Buccaneers, 1-5, 0-3 in the district, are going to go to the Chisholm Longhorns, 5-1, 3-0 in the district. Chisholm ranked number 13th in Class 2A. The Newkirk Tigers, 3-3, 2-1 in the district, will go to Pawnee to take on the 1-5 and the 0-2 in the district Pawnee Black Bears, and of course the number 6 Hennessey Eagles here, 5-1, 3-0 in the district. Are taking on your Perry Maroons, number 19, ranked 2A, 4-2 overall, and 2-0 in the district. Last week's scores: Tonkawa was defeated by Newkirk at Newkirk, 27-0. Alba took it on the chin at Chisholm, 52-0. Pawnee was drubbed by the Hennessey Eagles here, 49-0, and then Cashin came into Perry and just took it to the Maroons last week, 52-14. Other areas, teams of interest tonight. Again, these are all Thursday night games tonight. The 5-1, 3-0 Choctaw Yellow Jackets, ranked number 6 in Class 6A2, will go over and take on the number 4 ranked 4-2, 0-2 in the district Stillwater Pioneers. Stillwater got beat by Lawton 21-3 last week. In Class 5A, 4-2, 1-2, number 20 Western Heights is going to visit the Guthrie Blue Jays, ranked number 2, 6-0, 3-0 in the district. Guthrie went up to Guyman that long drive and beat the Tigers 62-14 last week. In 3A, Class 1-5, 0-2. Manford Purple Pirates are going to go to the Perkins Trian Demons, 4-2 and 2-1, ranked 18th in 3A. Last week, Perkins took it on the chin to Heritage Hall on a Thursday night game as well, 35-7. In Class A, the Barnesdale Panthers, 2-4, 0-3 in the district, are going to go right up the road and take on number 12, the Morrison Wildcats. Morrison comes with a record of 5-1 and 2-0 in the district. Last week, Morrison took care of the Drum Right Tornadoes, 44-14. In Class B, the Peru Rockets, 3-3, 1-3 in the district, are going to go right down the road to our southwest a little bit. It is going to take on the Covington Douglas Wildcats. Tyson Davis, the alumni over here, 3-3, coming into tonight's ball game, 2-2 in the district. Covington got beat by Coyle, and get this score, 76-34 last week. No defense in that ball game by either team. And then in the other Class B team, actually that was Class C. I apologize. Class B now. The 4-2 Garber Wolverines, 2-2 in the district, are going to go visit the Watts Engineers. That's an interesting mascot there, as Watts is the Engineers. They're 1-5 and 1-4 in the district. Garber should go to 5-2 easy tonight. They beat Wesleyan Christian last week, 68-12. And that's a look at your area schools and the district schools. Also, if you have any scores tonight, go ahead and text those into 405-204-4246. That's 405-204-4246. We're also going to have a halftime scoreboard show as usual for you at halftime. So we're going to take another break, come back with the keys to tonight's ball game. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, as we're about 5 minutes and change, just under 5 minutes, or under 6 minutes before we get this one kicked off, and just gives us enough time to talk about the keys to tonight's ball game, Mike. And I'm going to turn to you. Obviously, turnovers are one of the keys that we stress every week, but that definitely needs to continue tonight. But what's your keys to tonight's ball game to get the victory over the Hennessey Eagles?
Well, Hennessey they like to run. Obviously, that's their. Hold on. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
That's their. That's the key for them to win games. So you slow down the run game. I'm not going to expect them to stop it. That's contain it. You slow down the run game. You get them out what they like to do. Make Mendoza beat you. and you'll have a good chance to win. On the offensive side, you gotta try to control the line of scrimmage and hit your blocks, get to the second level, and get those linebackers off their assignments and their gaps because they love to run to the ball and they will hit you. And then just control time of possession tonight. Let's play a little bit of Hennessy's game. Try to slow them down and get the time of possession on our side. That'll give us the best chance to win.
Well, I would add to that, just have a short memory. Leave last week in the past. You've been pretty much embarrassed, and you should take some pride in it too if you're a Perry Maroon football player. And the guys have talked about that. They pretty much be embarrassed the 2 home games we've had here this year with Stroud and with Cash, and not familiar opponents that we've alluded to. Maybe that had something to do with it, and they're not district teams, and they don't rank in the district standings. But just have a short memory. This is a district game. This means a lot. You don't want to give up 15 points. You want to get 15 points, and if you do get beat, don't get beat by more than 15 points because you just give up the differential either way. So Perry comes in with 30 district points tonight. Hennessey has 45. Chisholm has 45. And all 3 of those teams are in district play. So the district is still out there for these 3 teams to have. It's just going to be a battle the next 4 weeks with these 3 teams. It's a 3-team race right now out of the district. Let's just call it what it is. If Perry wins tonight, we're going to be hosting. More or less, they will be hosting a playoff game because they would have the tiebreaker over Hennessey, and then if they beat Chisholm, they would win the district. That would be great. But let's take care of business first. I want more fire out of this team tonight.
Absolutely.
In the crowd tonight as well. A lot of factors went into it last week. That the crowd, it was rainy, it was wet ball, wet field. I know Cashin dealt with the whole same thing too, but it was cold. It was just a weird night. It was one of those nights where nobody can really get excited, and then you look up at the scoreboard, you're down by 4 touchdowns already. So I think they're going to come in with more fire tonight. They know this opponent. They're familiar with this opponent. They played Hennessey pretty good. They kept them in check for a couple quarters last year, and then it got away from them a little bit. But tackling, big time, gang tackling. You cannot just hit these guys. They will not go down on one hit. You're going to have to wrap up. Sure, tackling in space as well, but, also know that they're going to run over you. So you're going to have to really pursue to the ball tonight. And that's just, I can't stress that key enough tonight is tackling because Johns and Ortega, they get more yards after the initial contact. They get more yards after contact. And that's where they make their bread and butter. Like I said, I was talking to Coach last week before the game and before the interview. I watched the film with Pawnee last week. Once Johns and Ortega got in their secretary, it looked like pinball.
Yeah.
I mean, they were just going – they had no choice. They had no prayer of stopping Ortega or Johns. And that first play that Hennessey got after that first turnover, that hole was huge.
Yeah.
So you really – the guys are big up front. You're going to have to really come off those blocks on the defensive line, and then you're going to have to block on the offensive line and give Colby Mendenhall some time, give Dawson Padilla some time to throw the ball.
He had no time last week.
He had no time. So there's a lot that's going to go into it, but I think we're going to see a different ball team this tonight, Mike, especially since it's a district matchup.
I agree. I didn't get down on the field today. I didn't get the pulse of the team, but just from up here, they definitely look a lot different. And, this team will be in line. Line play will be similar to Cashin, not like Stroud. Stroud's just huge. Cashin was a good size line, but this Hennessy's good size and technically sound, and that is tough to deal with sometimes. Right. So you got to really be on your best tonight. And we're going to have something different tonight. We're going to have the starting lineups. They're going to be flashing across your screen. So once we get those going, big time, folks.
Looks like Hennessy's going to receive the ball. Perry won the toss, and they're going to kick. So the Eagles will get their first possession of the ball game. They'll be working from their north to south. Perry will be defending the south end zone. And Hennessey will be defending the north end zone. Perry will be working south to north, left to right, or right to left on your radio dial, and then left to right on your radio dial for Hennessey. If I've confused you, I'm sorry, but that's the Hunziker in me. That's what he does every time. So, but this field goes north and south. So Garrett Byers going to be kicking off from his own 40, and Garrett, he does a pooch kick most of the time. So Hennessey's going to have some short fields, and that's really going to put some pressure on the defense tonight to really contain the Eagles and I don't know if Pawnee got across the 50 last week, did they?
I don't remember.
I don't think
partner.
they did.
I don't. If they did, it was once.
So we'll welcome you to the game broadcast. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, live here from Daniels Field. Happy to have you along on the broadcast. Garrett Byer putting a boot into it. We're underway. It's a short kick, a squirrely kick at the 40. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be taken there by number 33. That's Tabor Johns, and Hennessy's going to start at their own 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, and we'll call that's a 20-yard kickoff for Garrett Byer as we start.
Well, it's gonna be interesting tonight, partner. Having 3 linebackers, we had to do some real jostling with that starting lineup, going with the 4-2-5 as we said.
Perry showing a 4-2-5 defense, like my partner alluded to. Mendoza brings him to the line of scrimmage, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. In the shotgun is Mendoza, has 1 receiver coming in motion. That's Johns. We're going to have a false start, and that's going to be 5 back. We'll go ahead and flash the lineups here for Hennessy Eagles and your Perry Maroons, defensively and offensively. Tony Mendoza, the quarterback, will lead the offense. Tabor Johns and Ortega will be in the backfield with him. At the wide receiver position, Jose Sanchez, the senior, Eli Montez, the senior, and Dayton Wymore, the tight end. Across the line for the Eagles will be Petrolia, Renteria on the left side, McKay, the center, and your right tackle and right guard will be Skubanek, Brooksloo, and Esteban Sands will be the kicker.
That's cool,
So 1st and 15 for the Eagles as Mendoza under center now. 1 comes in motion and another false start. And we're going to go ahead and defensive starters for the Maroons quickly. Across the defensive line, Barrett Swant and Hartwig, the tackles, defensive end, Matt Jones and Andrew Randall for the Maroons. The backers will be Garrett Byer and Luke Volmer, as I'm going too fast for Tyson here. And in the secondary, it's the 4-2-5 look. The Will and the Sam. Sam will be Austin Reyes. The Will will be Braden Sweet. The quarterbacks will be Liam Clausen and Colby Mendenhall. The free safety will be Joe Rupp. As it's 1st and 20 now for the Eagles. Another illegal procedure. They
missed
didn't get that one, but there's a handoff. And nice gang tackling right there at the 30-yard line. He goes nowhere. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 20 for the Eagles.
Well, this was a good, ideal start for the Maroons, getting them backed up, get 2 penalties, and they're already in long situation. That's what you like to see.
Are you keeping the drives, partner?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and keep that
I always
tonight?
keep the drives. Well, we both do. Tonight I'll be the line.
Yeah, you do that. You're better at that than I am. I'll keep the offense.
Well, you got a lot going on,
here.
partner.
Mendoza now in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. He's going to throw short.
Nice play.
Defensive play. And is that Austin Reyes?
I think so.
Austin Reyes gets in the passing lane, brings up a 3rd and 20 for the Eagles. And just but 2 plays here, partner. Perry has come to play tonight. Totally different play.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start. Get him in 3rd and long in the first possession. It's huge. Just got to make a stop here.
And we haven't seen that from Hennessy this year. They're pretty good on the penalty side, but just 3 offensive false starts.
You got to think maybe they're a little amped up too. This is a big game for them as well.
So 2 receivers to the far side, nobody on the near. 2-back set. Mendoza under center. Barking the call, takes a snap. He's going to play action fake. Has a receiver down the seam, and it is off the mark and incomplete. And Perry's going to hold and get off the field on 3rd down. And Perry's going to get the ball. 4th and 20 for the Eagles. And Mike, that's a better job on the first drive of the ball game.
Exactly, partner. Do you want me to do incompletions?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
That's only 1, right?
Yeah.
So 4th and 20, and the punter will be Sands, I believe. Actually,
it's 2. It's 2 incompletions.
Oh, 2 incompletions.
Yeah.
Number 4, Sanchez will be back to punt. He'll be punting to Braden Sweet. That stands about his 35-yard line. He gets a snap, puts a boot into it, gets a little bit of a rush. Nice kick. It's going to be taken by Braden Sweet at about the 37. Crosses the 40, and he's going to be jump truck down about the 45-yard line. So we'll give him about an 8-yard pickup on the punt return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Maroons at their own 45-yard line. So I will flip my script here and go to the offensive side of the ball, and Dawson Padilla will bring the troops to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be the same starting rotation. Dawson Padilla, quarterback, Colby Mendenhall, the running back, as they flash across the screen. I'll let you read those yourself. And He gets the snap, gives it to Colby Minden. No, he's going to fake it. Gives it to Garrett Byer down the right side of the line of scrimmage, across midfield, across the 45, and a first down at the 43-yard line.
Got a flag, partner.
And we got a flag. That's in the general area of holding. Let's see what we got. Flag at midfield, 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Got the referee coming to make the signal here. And he's going to wave the flag off. That's going to be a first down for Perry. A pickup of 5, 10, and about 12 yards. First and actually, they gave him 13-yard pickup and a first down for Perry.
Yeah, just a little bit of a kind of a stop screen out to Garrett Byer, and the big man got some good blocking, I think, by Sweet on the outside or Rupp on the outside.
Now, just go ahead and flash the defensive starters for Hennessey and across your screen. If you're watching us at channel 59, Suddenlink. Dawson Beatty in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Back to pass, short pass, and it's out of bounds and incomplete. Intended over there for Joe Rupp, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be this way all night here, partner, with this.
Those allergies, darn
Yeah,
them.
my allergies are just killing me. But it's incomplete pass. It brings up 2nd and 10 from the Perry Maroon 41-yard line. Or excuse me, the Hennessey Eagle 41-yard line. Perry has it. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side, 1 back set. That's Colby Mendenhall flanking the right side of Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it. No, he's going to take their zone read up the middle. Crosses the 35 and gets across the 32, about the 27-yard line. And that's a 14-yard pickup and enough first down for the Perry Maroons. And I'm liking what I see,
Yeah,
partner.
we saw that last week. Dawson was starting to get more comfortable and doing a lot better in that zone read, and that was just a good example of it. He did a great job.
14-yard pickup, and boy, this is a different team than we saw last week so far, partner.
Absolutely, two 14-yard gains.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, 1 back set, back to pass. He passes to Oscar Reyes down the left side of the line of scrimmage. He gets across the 25 and across the 20. And that's going to be about a pickup of 7 yards on the play. Actually give him 8, 2nd and 2 for Perry. Hennessey has yet to really make a stop on Perry. Really kind of confused on the defensive side of the ball right now, partner. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set, shotgun formation. Padilla takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Mendenhall around the right side. Gets the corner across the 20, almost to the 50, still going. He got to, we'll call it, he got to the 15, across the 15 to about the 12-yard line, and that's a first down, a 7-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start, partner.
1st and 10 from the Hennessey, the Eagles' 12-yard line, and everything so far, partner, has worked.
Absolutely, just running gangbusters. It was a great start. This is exactly what they wanted.
Everybody looks at their wristband for the play. 2 receivers in the far, 2 to the near, 1 back set, pistol formation. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun. Gets the snaps, going to give it to Colby Minden around the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. A nice cut because he didn't really have the corner. Got what he could. Got to the 10. Got 2 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 8 for Colby Mendenhall and the Maroons.
That was Ortega on that tackle, doing a little bit showing what he can do.
He will make a shot at you. So 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line. The Eagle 10-yard line. Perry on their first drive of the ball game, knocking on the door. Same formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set in that pistol formation. Padilla in the shotgun formation. He doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call a timeout. We're going to take one with him. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Congratulations to Nicholas Bowie. Nicholas is this week's first place kickoff kid. Nicholas is the first grade student of Perry Elementary and the son of Brian and Robin Bowie. Congratulations, Nicholas.
And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. The first drive of the game, so much better in terms of execution and just kind of swagger, I guess, for the Maroons, Mike. And Maroons are driving at the Hennessey 10-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they appear to have put the cashing game completely out of their mind.
Well, it might be something that we continue to allude to in the pregame, Mike. Is this is an opponent that it's a district opponent. You play them every year. You're familiar with what they do, and you have a different offense than you had last year too. That has come a lot farther than it did last year at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. That's 180 degrees.
2nd and 8. Dawson Padilla and the Maroons in the shotgun formation, pistol formation. Receiver comes in motion. That's Joe Rupp. Gets the snaps. Going to give it to Garrett Byer up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage, trying to get what he can. They might have given him the 9-yard line.
So he stood up by Renneria there.
I think they gave him the 9, so that's officially a pickup of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 from the Hennessey 9.
Colby's on the sideline, partner. And his helmet's off, and he's thrown it on the ground. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
I'm thinking he might have concussion syndrome and maybe did not pass his test.
And Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation, back to pass. He's going to pass. No, he's going to be under pressure. Rolling to his left, passes in the end zone, and it's caught. No, it's caught! Touchdown, Perry! Braden Sweet from the 8-yard line, an 8-yard touchdown strike, and Perry draws first blood. And kind of an unorthodox play, but it worked. And Perry's on the board 6-0, partner, and that was a 3rd down conversion, which Perry has been rare at this year.
That was an impressive drive, partner, and impressive catch by Sweet going down and getting it. It was a little low, going to try an extra point.
Dawson Padilla back to try the extra point. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way, and it's blocked. And that's going to be 6-0, Perry on the top. And we'll take another break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Where'd that drive start?
The 45. Our own 45.
New place.
6.
With 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Maroons lead 6-0.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. Perry draws first blood with an 8-yard touchdown pass from Dawson Padilla to Braden Sweet in the left corner of the end zone. The point after attempt was blocked, and Perry leads it 6-0. 8:31 to go in the first quarter. That was a 6-play drive, 55 yards, and that's what Perry needed. But we have yet to see what's going on with Colby Mendenhall. He might have just been mad that he got taken out.
I hope so.
It could have been something like that. He's a very competitive kid. I didn't see anything that he got hurt on.
That hit from Ortega, he came out after that.
But he is walking with the doctor here. Actually, that's his brother.
I don't see him.
That's his brother right here.
They're
going to take him to the locker room, looks like. Garrett Byer puts a kick into it. And it's going to be taken it's fumbled at the 25-yard line, picked up, crosses the 30, 35, and dump truck down about the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hennessey at their own 37.
23-yard
And
kick.
Colby Mendenhall going into the locker room, hope it's nothing bad.
Yeah.
Because we're already down to nobody else.
Yeah, Hatfield's out too. Have to go with Garrett.
How big of a kick was that, partner?
23 yards. We'd have to go with Garrett at running back. And that hurts you, too. I mean, he's a good runner, but that takes him out of blocking.
And that's going to bring Ebersol into the ball game at cornerback, number 22 for the Maroons. So you got 2 corners with very little experience for Perry. He goes in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Now he's got a receiver in motion. That's Tabor Johns. He gets takes it. Now it's a reverse. Sanchez is going to pass down to number 9, Montez, and he's got it. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Hennessey.
Wow.
And a quick strike touchdown, and that is a 74-yard, is that right? 74-yard touchdown pass.
64.
64-yard touchdown pass, quick strike for Hennessey as Colby Mendenhall's presence is quickly felt on the reverse receiver pass. And Hennessey will line up for the extra point. That'll be Sands lining up for the extra point. See if they actually go for 2. Now they're going to shift over here. Esteban Sands will be kicking for the Hennessey Eagles. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way, and it's good. And Hennessey leads at 7-6 with 8:15 to go. So Perry's lead was short-lived. That was a one-play, 64-yard touchdown drive. And Mike, we'll try to get some information. Well, I don't know if we're going to get any information. We'll just see if Colby Mendenhall comes back.
Yeah, I know that.
And that pass was completed to number 9. That was Eli Montez.
Yeah, well, it was a little trickeration. And it worked big time. It was a kind of a lame duck that Sanchez threw, but he got enough on it for Montez to run under it and run it into the end zone. So already in a hole personnel-wise, that could be even worse. I hope Colby's okay, just not playing, and I hope he's okay in general. Concussions
he got hit pretty
thing.
hard, cutting it back against the grain by Ortega.
That's got to be. I guess it could be a shoulder sometimes. A shoulder, you
or
don't really
flexor.
show it, but
the way he fell, maybe a hip flexor.
At first, I would think it looks like it could be a concussion, and he's going to go in and get a concussion test. They wanted to leave him out on that last drive just in case, so he's going to go get the test.
I know his dad raced His dad raced to the locker room to check on his son to see how we can get him back out here. Because let's face it, we need Colby out there.
Absolutely, on both sides of the ball.
Sands back to kick for the Eagles. He kicks it. It's a high, short kick taken at the 15, crosses the 20, 25, 30. Actually to the 20, to the 30-yard line. Can't see who that was.
It's like Clausen, I think.
That was Liam on the catch. So we'll call it a 20-yard return. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Perry at their own 30-yard line. Now trailing 7-6. Padilla brings the troops out, minus Colby Mendenhall, so we'll see what they do running back-wise. They've got Garrett in the running back position. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near for the Maroons. 1 back set. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation, gets a snap. He's going to throw to the right side, down the right side of the line of scrimmage. I think that's complete to Joe Rupp. Give him maybe a pickup of 1 or 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 9, I believe. If they gave him 2, 2nd and 8.
1 yard gain on the play.
They only gave him 1, so 2nd and 9 upcoming. 8:02 to go, first quarter. Sorry, partner.
Having Colby out's going to change the way that they run the ball. They're not going to be able to run a lot of wide sweeps with Garrett in there.
More. Same set here. 2 receivers to the far, 2 in there. Now Dawson Padilla is going to throw the fade to Braden Sweet. He's there, and it's just overthrown at the 40-yard line of Hennessey. And he had a step on him, partner.
He did. Padilla got it just a little too hard on there. Could have gotten a little more air under it, and it would have been perfect. Still a good-looking ball.
Yeah, he would have ran right under it.
He would have ran right, but that's a tough throw. That's about a 40-yard throw from where he was at. So
that was his
second
incompletion of the ball game. Brings up a 3rd and 9 for Perry.
Yep.
3rd and long situation. Not what the Maroons want to be at, but
I think you should try that again. They're going single coverage. I think we should try it again.
Yep. They're playing single man coverage right now for the Eagles, and he's working against Mendoza. Dawson gets the snap, rolls to his right, has great sweep, but it's a short pass, and it falls incomplete right in front of him. Just didn't get there. He was open. He had Mendoza turn back in, and Braden was open if he could just got the ball there, but all for naught. It's going to bring up a 4th and 9 for the Maroons.
It's going to be something we need to look at, watch the rest of the game, partner. I think Sweet can take Ortega one-on-one.
And Garrett Byer will be in punt formation for the Maroons. Watching the locker room over here to see when Colby Mendenhall may be coming back, if ever, this tonight. Got a play clock issue. Reset the play clock. There it is. 7-6 here early in the first quarter. 7:54 to go. First quarter, 7-6. Hennessey on top. Garrett Byer in punt formation. Gets a snap, puts a boot into it. A high, good kick down the center of the field. And it's going to be taken at the 40. Gets a block, almost a block in the back. There it is. There's another block in the back. He's off to the races. That's Sanchez. He's going to probably score.
They got it. They got 2 blocks.
Everybody that's on the field threw a flag. There are 3 flags, and there were 3 blatant block in the backs, and 1 was right here at the 40-yard line. That's going to march him back 15 yards from there. That's going to put him at the 25-yard line to start their drive, I believe.
You wonder how did he get away from everybody that well? Well, it's because it was legal blocks, pardon.
And like I said, I got a flag up here. I didn't throw mine. Maybe I should throw mine.
You should next time.
I guess I should, but
maybe let Tyson throw it. Get him more involved.
Mine are pink, though. I have pink towels, so.
It's true. That breast cancer awareness.
Yes,
You're a big
yes.
proponent of that.
Yes, we are.
I mean, I am too. I'm just not saying
Both
you
of our
are.
mothers. Yep.
My grandmother was diagnosed with it too, but she survived it. So
Yeah.
they're getting better at that research to where people are surviving it a lot more.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
No, you're right. So Hennessy's going to have the ball, and it's going to be back, like I said, at the 30.
Boy, I wish we could count both of them. That'd be fun.
In college, they do, don't they?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they take. Well,
That wasn't
depends
very
on what
many
referee.
yards.
It's not 15, it's 10 yards, I guess. Through the 31-yard line, Hennessy will take over from their own 31. Up 7-6. Perry brings their defense out 4-2. Actually, they're going to change it up a little bit now. It's not a 4-2-5 now. Mendoza under center.
You're running 5 down linemen there, or 4 with Reyes
Gets
up.
a snap. He's going to hand it off to the first man through. That's Ortega, and he gets off a couple tackles, gets up to the 40-yard line. That's a 9-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 1 upcoming for Hennessy. And like we said, he gets hit at the initial point of contact, but he keeps going. He drives his legs very well there and picks up 9 there, partner.
These kids are just big. They're not huge, but they're big, strong, tough kids. And hard to bring down. 2nd
and a short 1 for the Eagles at their own 40-yard line. Perry has they've had 3 guys out tonight anyway, and they've had to make adjustments already defensively. Mendoza in the shotgun formation, flanked by Johns in the backfield, I believe. Receiver comes in motion. That's Sanchez. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it to Johns around the left side, and he's stacked up in the backfield. He's going to lose about 2 yards as he's going to be tackled by a posse of Maroons in there. Nice job to string that out and stay home, whoever's on that side. I think that's the Andrew Randall side, and he strung that out and made Johns come back, cut to the middle of the field, and he had a host of Maroons waiting for him.
Yeah, good. That was a great play by Randall. I think Jones was in on the play too. Haven't seen him play much defense this year. He's a good player.
3rd and 3 upcoming for the Eagles, and another chance for the Maroons to get off the field and get the ball back. Trailing by 1, 7-6, 6:17 to go in the first quarter. Got 2 receivers to the near side. 2 tight ends, it looks like. Now we got 3. Got 3 receivers in the near side. 1 back set. Mendoza under center. Receiver goes in motion to the left. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it. That's Ortega, I believe. And Ortega stopped at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
Randall.
What a great stop there. I think Braden Sweet on the safety.
Randall.
Braden.
It was Andrew Randall.
It was Andrew Randall, but then Braden Sweet cleaned it up as well. Came on a blitz, and he got 1 yard, maybe. He's going to bring up 4th and 2 upcoming for Hennessy. Wow. They're 0-2 on 3rd down conversion tonight, partner.
That's another key. We didn't stop the 3rd down much last week, and so starting off good tonight.
Braden Sweet back to receive it at his own 30-yard line. Sanchez gets a boot into it. Sweet's going to try to call a fair catch. It's going to roll, take a Hennessy roll across the 20, going to be down at the 18, and that's where Perry's going to start at their own 18, 1st and 10, trailing 7-6, and their 3rd drive of the ball game. And still no Colby Mendenhall. See what they're doing in the locker room. He was visibly disgusted, so hopefully it's nothing serious and we can get him back out there. He was walking fine.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it's a concussion.
So Perry will have it at their own 19, 1st and 10 from their own 19. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. That's Beyer. Padilla gets a shotgun form snap, gets it. And he's going to pass complete, bobbled by Austin Reyes. He bobbled it, but then got it back. Nice concentration across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 yards, brings up 2nd and 3.
Dawson throwing the ball really well tonight. Got a lot of zip on it.
Actually, they gave him 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 now. 2nd and 2 for the Maroons. At the 27-yard line, gets a snap. Garrett Beyer around across the right side of the line of scrimmage, gets across the 30, falls forward to the 32-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup and a 1st down for Perry.
And those are the kind of situations, if we can get in tonight, partner, we'll get a lot of 1st downs. Get those short yardage done and run Garrett behind the big offensive line. That'll be a recipe for success.
And Garrett was looking forward to this because he plays baseball with Tabor John, so they're really good friends. And I said, you're going to have a lot of collisions there, partner.
Yeah, you always love playing against people you compete with in other sports.
But he gets a snap. He's going to roll to his left. Now he's going to take it himself across the 35 and then hit hard out of bounds at the 37, but he took it. He got 5 yards, and that was Javi Renteria on the hit. and that's one of their best players defensively. And
he
came in leading the Hennessey Eagles with 59 tackles, and boy, he lowered the boom, but not before Dawson got 5 yards, and it's 2nd and 5 for Perry. 4:34 to go, first quarter. 7-6, Hennessey on top. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. That's Byer. Pistol formation. Dawson Padilla gets the snap. He's going to hand it. No, he's going to take the zone reader himself, and he's just going to slide down around the left side. Gets maybe a yard to the 38. If that's the case, it'll bring up a 3rd and 4, but it's probably going to, I think it's going to be 3rd and 5. He didn't get any yards on the play. He lived to fight another day because he was going to get hit hard.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 5 for the Maroons at their own 37-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, once again for the Maroons. 1 back set, pistol formation. Padilla in the shotgun. And he's showing blitz, gets the snaps, going to hand it. No, he's going to fake it, and he's going to be, he's just going to be pushed for a sack there back at the 28-yard line. That's going to be a 9-yard sack, and who was that on the sack?
It was Brooks Lou.
Brooks Lou just pushed him.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Just pushed him down, and that's a sack, and Perry fails on 3rd down again, so they're 1 of 3. They'll have to punt it. Garrett Byer back in punt formation. 3:22 and counting in the first quarter. Hennessey leads at 7-6. Sanchez and Johns back to receive for the Eagles. There's a snap. Garrett puts a boot into it. High kick again down the center of the field.
Another block in the back.
Another block in the back. They didn't get it. But Hennessey's going to have it at their own 48-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 48. We'll keep it right here. We got our breaks in. And just reset the ball game. 3:04 to go, first quarter. Hennessey leads this one 7-6. Colby Mendenhall has gone out with an apparent injury. We don't know how severe it is. He has not come back to the sideline yet. So hopefully it's something that he can come back and get into the ball game. Got 2 corners that have little experience in Ebersol and Clausen, and Hennessey picked on him that first play. Mendoza brings the troops in line of scrimmage, under center, 2 back set, 1 receiver to the far, 1 to the near, gets the snap. He's got to hand it off. That's Tabor Johns around the left side, makes 1 miss, gets across the midfield, falls forward across the 45 to about the 43-yard line. That's a pick of about 8 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 2 for Hennessey.
Well, hey, that was a good tackle by Clausen. He was all alone, and he took him down. Yeah. Good boy, Liam. So you got
71 for Perry. That's Burdick, I believe.
Gottschalk coming into the game, and Jones coming out. Give him a little rest.
2nd and 2 for Hennessey at the Perry Maroon 44-yard line. Mendoza under center. 2 back set. 2 receivers to the far side. Under center. Barking the call. Takes the snap. Going to give it to Ortega, first man through. And he's out in the open, 35, and he's going to be ankle tackled at the 30-yard line. That's a 14-yard pickup and a first down for Hennessey. And that's their first down, partner.
Well, they got that 1 big play, and the first 2 drives we did well against.
And it's nothing flashy. It's just good blocking, good sound blocking by the offensive line. And Ortega really didn't do anything to make you miss. He bounced it off to the right side of the field and then cut up the field for about 14 yards to the 30-yard line of Perry.
Good job by Ebersol to be able to slow him down, trip him up.
2 receivers
to clean him up. Sorry, partner.
2 receivers to the near side, 2 back set. Mendoza under center again. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Johns, and he tries to get it around the left side. He's not going to get there. Good job defensively. That's who is that?
That's Volmer.
That's Luke Volmer, the junior, stepped up in the gap and got him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Hennessey Eagles.
I'll tell you, he was ready to play tonight.
He was.
He's had a good first few series, and then on the side when Padilla got hit really hard, Jones came up, or Volmer came up and tried to get in Reneria's face. So you don't do that to my quarterback. So he's amped for tonight. 2nd
and 10 for the Eagles at the Perry Maroon 30-yard line. Same set, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 back set in that I formation kind of. Mendoza under center, barking out the call. Still barking out the snaps. Going to give it to Johns right up the middle of the field. He makes a couple guys miss, falls forward to about the 20-yard line. Very close to a first down. And he's going to be just short. 3rd and 1 upcoming for Hennessey.
Got check time by the line here. Get off your blocks.
Once again, nothing sexy about that play, partner.
No, that's a straight gut 21 or 22 dive right there.
As he breaks the huddle. 3rd and 1 from the Perry Maroon 21-yard line.
Oh, they're going to sneak it here.
Yeah, it looks like Mendoza's going to go around right over his center.
Wow, look at that. All 3 of those guys in the
Very
backfield.
tight formation. Mendoza under center. Takes a snap. He's going to take it around the left side. Plenty of yardage for the first down. Gets across the 20 to about the 18-yard line. So that's a 3-yard pickup and a first down for Hennessey.
Those are tough plays to stop. You had Ortega and Johns right next to each other when he went to the left, and it's basically whoever that Hartwig going against the lineman and the 2 big running backs. It's almost impossible to stop.
26 seconds to go, first quarter. Hennessey on top, 7-6 over your Maroons.
How many yards did they give him, partner?
They gave him 3 on that one.
Okay, thank you.
But they are driving at the Perry Maroon 18-yard line, under 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Mendoza under center, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back set now. Looks like Ortega. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Ortega. He's going to cut it back to the left side. Falls forward for maybe about 3 yards to the 15-yard line. That's where they're going to mark him. Brings up a 2nd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter. Hennessey leads your Perry Maroon 7-6. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as it's 7-6 as we go to the second quarter of play. Hennessey on top, 7-6. And want to let you know this game is sponsored to you in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com today to learn more about how they're producing energy in a responsible manner. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep, and commitment has run deep in the first quarter for Perry, only giving up 7 points. But Hennessey is driving right now, Mike, and
yeah, much better start tonight, partner.
2nd and 7 upcoming for the Eagles, and they're going to have a timeout.
Guess that.
Let's go ahead and we'll take one.
Enough.
We'll take one with them, get one out of the way for this quarter. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. 2nd and 7 for Hennessey at the Perry Maroon 15-yard line. As Hennessey is driving, boy, it'd be nice to keep him out of the end zone here, partner.
Absolutely.
2 receivers to the near side. Now we're going to have a shift there.
They're overloading that left side.
Overload on the left side. 1 back set. And Mendoza almost lost the ball. He's going to fire down the seam, and it's caught for a touchdown, and that's Ortega.
That's the other guy they like to throw to.
I believe that is Abe Ortega, right?
36, yeah.
That's Abe Ortega down the center of the field. 15-yard touchdown pass for Hennessey as they go up 13-6. And that drive started at their own
48. Yeah, Ortega's the one they like to throw down the middle of the field to, and they did there.
And number 57, Sands, back to kick to make the point after attempt here. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's low, but it's good. And Hennessey is up 14-6 with 11:55 to go in the second quarter. And that drive was a 52-yard drive. 6 plays. And boy, they're not a passing team, but he's came in and passed. And they're picking on those young corners for Perry, partner.
Yes, that time, partner, that was a breakdown in coverage. Ortega was lined up as a tight end, and just kind of whoever's had him just lost him. You know, you expect when they overload the left side there that Hennessy's going to run the ball. Doza made a nice fake to Johns and had Ortega open in the end zone.
So
Those are really tough plays to defend.
So now Perry's going to have to respond 14-6. Still no Colby Mendenhall.
I'm fearing the worst on that one, partner, man.
I don't want to speculate, but he's not back out here yet. So, and I've texted to see if I can get any information. They probably don't want to divulge anything.
Text his daddy.
Yeah, text Roy. And I haven't heard anything, so that makes me believe that it might be something serious.
We're praying for you, Colby.
Be interesting to see what Perry does from here on out without Mendenhall, because
it changes everything.
Yeah, it changes everything. All the dynamics of your offense, you're gonna have to change on the fly.
Yeah.
It's still a ball game, 14-6 though.
Right, you're not out
still
of this
in
by
it.
any means.
And Sands will be back to kick from his own 40-yard line, kicking to Perry now, going from the north to the south.
We don't even have 57 on our roster. That's who that is kicking.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Esteban Sands. And he'll be back to kick, puts a boot into it, and it's a low squibbler, and it's touched by Liam Clausen. Going to be taking Braden Sweet 10, 15, 20, cuts to the left side, gets across the 24-yard line. That's where Perry's going to start from the earned 24, 1st and 10 for Perry, and that's a 14-yard kickoff return for Braden. Liam Clausen touched it a little bit and made it a little dicey there for a minute, but
yeah, he's got to let that
Braden,
one go.
Sweet picked it right up and did what he could with it. So now Perry will come out 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Dawson Padilla brings the troops out. Let's see what we're going to do. A little confusion as trying to get the play in. Going to have 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near, just their standard set. 1 back set in the shotgun formation. Now that's Garrett Byer on Dawson's left side. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it to Byer around the right side. Going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and he fumbled it. Hennessy's tried to pick it up and recover and go in for the touchdown, but they did recover. And it is going to be Hennessy's ball at the 18-yard line of Perry as Garrett fumbled after he might have got 2 yards. And that's the first turnover, partner. That's one of the keys.
Yeah, and then really the worst possible spot inside your own 25-yard line to do it.
So let's see. Hennessy's going to have it 1st and 10, I believe, at the 18-yard line of Perry. And defense is going to have to step up right now and bow up and get off the field here and not let any points on the scoreboard. Mendoza under center, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 back set. That's Johns, it looks like. Tabor Johns. Mendoza gets a snap. He's going to hand it to,
Ortega.
no, that's Ortega up the middle. And he gets right up the gut here, falls forward to maybe the 15. I think that's where they mark him. 3 yards on the pickup, so it brings up 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. That's Perry Maroon 15-yard line. 14-6, 11:20 to go, second quarter. Hennessey on top of your Maroons, 14-6.
It's a big spot, tough spot here for the Maroons.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. 1 back set, that's Ortega again. They've gone away from Johns in the backfield. Mendoza under center. Gets a snap. He's back to pass. He's going to throw the slant, and it's nowhere near his receiver. And that was intended for Montez. That didn't look pretty.
No, that was.
It kind of flew off
way
his arm. Oh, yeah. Kind of flew off his arm a little bit wompy. Brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's the technical term.
They actually gave the first carry to Ortega 5 yards. So it's a 3rd and 5 now from the 13. You might want to make that adjustment. That last carry was 5.
I got it.
Okay. I called it wrong. 2
Right,
receivers
I
to the
went
near,
there.
1 back set. Mendoza in the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to
Got
pass.
Johns.
Still back to pass. Still has tons of time. Going to fire complete. He fired incomplete. That was intended for Montez. Good pass break up there. That was
Mulmer, I think, knocked that
Bulmer
down.
and Reyes was in the area. So it's going to bring up a 4th down
Big stop by the Perry Maroons.
for the Eagles, as that's the 4th incompletion from Mendoza. Hennessey only 1 of 4 on 3rd down. And that's going to bring Sands in for a field goal try from the 13-yard line. So that is a 28-yard field goal?
Looks like a 30-yarder. He's
30-yarder?
lined up on the 20.
30-yard field goal attempt by Esteban Sands. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way, and it's good. Plenty of leg, and that would have been good from 40. And it's 17-6. Hennessey on top with 10:48 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Perry Marine Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, as Hennessey has just connected on a 30-yard field goal by Esteban Sands. That puts them up 17-6. And you know,
That's big.
the defense did their job there. They got out the
Exactly.
field and forced a field goal, still within reach, 17-6, down by 13 here.
Yeah, that was just what you needed, because you started at the 18. You're in a deep hole. Oh, surprise onside.
Onside kick has to go 10 yards. Didn't go 10 yards. Hennessey touched it before.
No, they got it, partner. He was looking like
They touched it before 10 yards, and I think it's going to be Perry's ball.
I don't think he got it. He was past the 50.
The referees don't know what they don't know what to call here.
I'm right down the 50-yard line. Looked like he was far enough past the 50.
Who came up with the ball?
Hennessey did, the kicker. He was the kicker, the guy right next to
But
the kicker.
But if they touched it before midfield, it's no good.
I understand that, partner. I'm saying that he didn't.
And it's going to be Hennessy's ball on the onside. So Hennessy's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Perry Maroon 45, and Perry's going to have to be, aware of those kind of situations tonight. And that just gives more respect from Coach Luchin that, what he knows about Perry. And that first drive, said it all as well. So
that was a big time surprise. That was Sean Payton-esque. You don't expect that.
yeah. So Hennessey will have it 1st and 10 from the Perry Maroon 45, and I think Perry took a timeout. That's their second one of the half, one remaining. And it was a promising start, and then Colby Mendenhall got hurt, and it's just kind of, we've kind of tried to figure out what to do after that.
Yeah, you got to scramble at that point.
He has not come back to the sideline, and I have not got any word from his dad, so that makes me.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. And once again, we don't know what happened.
We just saw the big hit, and then he was out. So we can only speculate.
But that's one of your big play guys, that you needed tonight. And if he is injured, hope it's not bad. I mean, you got 3 more games after this one, partner.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Hennessey's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Perry Maroon 45, and they obviously think they need to get as many points as possible with Perry here, because you don't see Hennessey do that very often.
No.
Got one receiver to the far side, two to the near, one back set. That looks like I can't tell if that's Johns or Ortega. Mendoza under center. Takes a snap back to pass. He's going to throw the slant route. It's complete to Sanchez and tackled there by Liam Clausen. He gets across the 35 to the 30, and that's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Too easy there.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you got guys that haven't played all year. I know he played last week some, Clausen, but still.
And when you know it, we told you that they weren't a passing team. What have they come in here and done tonight?
2 for 2, 30 yards on passing. Or 2 for 3, or 4 or 5. But
Mendoza under center again. 2 receivers in the near, one to the far, one back set. Gets a snap, gives it to Ortega right up the middle of the field. He falls forward for maybe about No, we'll give him 4 yards on the play.
Number 53, Spencer
Hartwig on the tackle for the Maroons. And they gave him officially 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Eagles at the Perry Maroon 26-yard line. Hennessey on top 17-6. Early in the second quarter, 10 minutes to go, under 10 now in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near for the Eagles, 1 back set. That's Ortega. Mendoza in the shotgun. Barks out the call, has a receiver in motion. Gets a snap, he's going to give it to Ortega up the middle of the field, and he's get hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for maybe a yard. In on the tackle, Andrew Randall. Matt Jones as well. Might have given him 1 yard. If they actually gave him 2, so 3rd and 4. He fell forward for 2 yards after he was hit at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 4 for the Maroon defense. Another time to get off the field and maybe force another field goal. Hennessey 1 of 4 on 3rd down tonight. 3 receivers got trips to the right, 1 back set. Mendoza in the shotgun formation. Barking out the call, gets the snap, back to pass. Pump fakes, now he's looking long for the end zone. It's going to be out of the end zone. Had a man there, but he threw it out of the end zone. Incomplete. And Hennessey, another 3rd down conversion, not converted. 1 of 5. So 4th and 4. And I don't think they're going to kick a field goal. This is go for it territory right here, I believe. This is too long for a field goal, although I'm sure Sands could make it.
Yeah, it would be a 42-yarder somewhere around there.
But they're not. They're going to go for it. 4th and 4. Upcoming for the Eagles at the Perry Maroon 24-yard line. Same receiver is going to have trips to the right. 1 back set in the shotgun is Mendoza.
Johns again.
Johns in the backfield with Mendoza now. Need to get to the 20-yard line. Gets a snap. Back to pass is Mendoza. Still looking. Fires. And it's going to be incomplete. Falls short. Perry's going to get off the field. 4th down. No good. Perry will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. And the Perry faithful like that one, partner.
Absolutely. Another big, huge stop by the defense. They're really stepping up now. Let's go down there and get a score. Help them out, offense.
8:58 to go, second quarter. Perry's going to take over from their own 24-yard line. Padilla brings the troops out again. Going to have trips to the far side for the Maroons now. 1 receiver to the near. That's sweet. 1 back set pistol formation. Dawson Padilla gets a snap. Bobbles it. It's going to fire incomplete. And there's the out. Sanchez got there too early. And it was intended for Braden Sweet. And he got there way too early. That's going to be a pass interference. Free 15 yards on the play. And it's going to be a 1st down for Perry by way of penalty. That's going to be their 5th one of the night.
Take it any way you can get it, partner.
And we don't count that as an incompletion because that is a
no. It's like getting fouled on a jump shot, partner.
Dawson Padilla has only 3 incomplete passes.
He's throwing it around pretty well tonight.
And good recognition and good retrieval of a play that looked like it was dead to rights because he had a defender in his face.
Yeah.
And he picked it up very calmly and threw a strike on the slant.
Yeah, much better from last week. He looked a little phased last week when he got pressure, but not tonight.
Same set, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. That's sweet again. Back in the shotgun is Dawson Padilla with Garrett Byer. Back to pass is Padilla. He's going to fire an intended
I don't know
for
what happened
Joe
there.
Rupp at the 45-yard line. And
there's some confusion
there
out
was
there.
A couple Eagles closer to the ball than Joe Rupp, and that's lucky that wasn't picked off. But it's incomplete. Harmlessly falls to the ground incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Maroons at their own 39-yard line. Hennessey up 17-6 on Perry right now. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. District 2A1 action. 2 undefeated teams in the district going head-to-head. Trips to the left side, 1 to the near for the Maroons. Pistol formation. Dawson Padilla in the shotgun. Going to give it to Garrett Byer up the middle of the field. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for maybe 1. So we'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Maroons.
Oh, man. Oh, good. Byer was holding his knee a little bit, but then decided that it wouldn't hurt.
No, he said it. He's a tough boy. He runs in the family. 3rd and 9 upcoming for Perry.
Alluding to the fact that Brock is related to Byer on that one, I'm guessing.
Everybody knows I'm related to the whole town, it seems like.
You should call this Brockville,
Trips
Campbellville.
Trips to the left, one to the near, one back set, shotgun formation. Padilla gets it, he's going to look for Braden Sweet. Oh, there's another interference call, and no call!
Oh,
How is that not called?
Wow, that's bad.
And that is a horrible call by the line judge.
That's terrible.
That should be a pass interference. He completely impeded him on the catch, and Coach Cameron is all up in the grill of the official. And I don't know how you do not call that one, partner.
You can't not call that. That has to be called. He hit him. He lost his balance, but then he got it back and ran in the sweep and knocked him over. That's a freaking penalty.
That is a pass interference every day of the week, except I guess tonight for this line official. That was a horrible, horrible call. 4th and 9 for Perry now.
Well, that is huge. That was a big momentum stop right there. We needed that.
And Braden was going to get the kick or get the receive. Yeah. Punt return now back to the 35, 37-yard line. So that was a punt of.
Sorry, where was it, partner? To the 37.
37.
I don't know, where were we at? I forgot. Jeez. Good memory, Mike.
20, I can't remember. 28. His first
13.
punt.
It's a 31-yarder.
His first punt I didn't get. Do you remember what it was? I know.
No, not offhand. Sorry.
Totally.
That one was 31 yards, though, partner.
Okay. I think his first one was like 31 too. We're gonna call it 31. Mendoza under center takes at the 37-yard line of Hennessey. Receiver comes in motion. That's Ortega, I believe. Johns in the backfield, gets snaps, going to hand it off to Johns around the right side. Makes a couple miss. Nothing sexy. Gets across the 40-yard line to the 45. Falls forward to the 47-yard line. That's almost a pickup of 10. It's right at the sticks. And it's going to be 2nd and short upcoming for the Eagles. Boy, partner, we've had some questionable calls this year, but, man, I don't know how you do not throw a flag on that last call on Sanchez.
You can't miss that one.
He's right there, too, looking at the play. I'd like to know his reasoning why he didn't throw the flag.
I guess they would call that incidental contact, I guess.
That was not incidental. Mendoza under center, gets the snaps, going to hand it to Ortega on the right side. Gets across midfield, 45, and then dump trucked out of bounds to about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 9 to, that's going to be a pickup of 13 yards and a first down to the 41-yard line. And Hennessey does this. They're a ball control offense, and they've got the ball a lot more than Perry right now and sustaining drives and getting first downs now and just kind of imposing their will on the Perry Marin defense.
Yeah, they left the door open a little bit, and they're trying to shut it now, but Perry needs to step up here.
Mendoza under center, got 2 receivers to the far side, one to the near, one back set. No, he's empty set. Receiver comes in motion. Mendoza gets a snap, back to pass down the seam route, and it's incomplete. Had a receiver there, and almost an interception by Ebersol. And it falls incomplete, so it brings up a 2nd and 10 for Hennessey. I do see Colby's dad on the sideline now. I don't see Colby. That's not good news.
No, absolutely not, partner. Is that him down there in between?
I just saw him a minute ago.
No, is that Colby down there? He's got his pants on down next to our 3 injured players in the middle. I think that is Colby.
It might be. He might be in straight close, partner. I think it is. Mendoza under center now. 2 receivers to the far side, one to the near. Empty set. Mendoza's going to take it himself right up the middle of the field. And he gets out of one tackle, gets out of another tackle, gets across to the 30-yard line, and he should have been stopped for about a 2-yard gain. Instead, he gets an 11-yard gain and a first down.
Man. Well, that's something we've done a decent job of tonight is making the tackle on first contact.
They gave him a 12-yard gain to the 29. And I think Colby Mendenhall is now in street clothes. I think you're right. That's not good for Perry.
I think that's him. Looks like he's still got his football pants on.
Yeah.
So that's what made me think it might be him.
Yeah. Mendoza under center, or in the shotgun formation now. 2 receivers to the far, one to the near. One receiver comes in motion to the left side. He's going to take it on the zone read himself up the middle of the field. Hit about 3 yards until he gets hit. So we'll give him a pickup of maybe 3 or 4. Got to about the 27-yard line. Actually, no, about to the 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 4, and then a 3. That would be a 2nd and 7 upcoming for Hennessey.
Well, Mendoza calling his number 3 times already tonight. He didn't really run at all against Pawnee. Not much anyway.
Same set for Hennessey. 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Empty set. Mendoza in the shotgun now. Barsakal gets a snap. High snap, but it controlled. He's going to fire it to Sanchez. Nice catch to Sanchez. Makes 2 miss, and he's going to walk it to the end zone for a 26-yard touchdown and just made 2 guys miss his space. Clausen and Ebersol.
The two backups.
And that's actually that was Clausen and Rupp.
Oh, was it? Wow.
Made 2 miss, 26-yard touchdown reception for Hennessey, and it's getting out of control now as Mendoza has 3 touchdown passes, believe it or not.
Wow.
So Esteban Sands will have the point after attempt. 23-6, Hennessey on top. And this team looks deflated without Colby Mendenhall now.
Yeah, they do. Was that a 27-yard touchdown, partner?
26. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's high, and it's good. And I wonder if we got all of our breaks in here. Oh, we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Perry Marine Football on Triple Play Sports. Okay, we'll keep it right here as we're caught up. I thought we were. Thank you, Kevin. That drive, 6:06, Hennessey. It started at the Perry Maroon. Where'd that start at? No, the Hennessey.
Hennessey 37, 6 plays, 63 yards.
And 73 yards?
Yeah.
And that's a pass touchdown again from Mendoza to Sanchez. 16 yards. Sanchez. One after attempt is good. It's 24-6.
Well, you don't see this every day, partner. He's 3 completions have all been for touchdowns.
Yeah.
That is called efficiency.
On a non-passing team, for lack of a better explanation.
Well, you know, they're
taking what they give.
Smartly
they're taking what Perry
yeah,
gives them.
Exactly. When you have Liam and Drake Dale out, Colby and Drake Dale out at the corners, you got backups in there.
Yeah.
What do you do? A smart team takes advantage.
Surely they'll kick it away here, up 24-6.
Yeah, you would hope so. If they don't, then our guys need to come bust them in the mouth.
Sands back to kick, and
we'll take that.
Looks like he's going to do a little kick down the center of the field. It's going to be taken by, that's Mason Bole. Gets it up to across the 30-yard line, falls forward to about the 33-yard line. So we'll give him a 13-yard kickoff return. And a Perry Maroon.
Isn't Bole 66?
Mason Taylor, excuse me. Mason Taylor.
Bole's right there.
Mason Taylor on the kickoff return. So a 13-yard kickoff return for Mason Bole. And it'll bring it 1st and 10 for the Perry Maroons from their own 33-yard line. Let's see if we can get a drive going. You know, you still got players out there. Yes, you're without Colby now, but you still got players out there who can make some plays.
Absolutely.
But he in the shotgun formation gets snaps, going to hand it to Garrett Byer on the right side, and he's going to get stood up and tackled right at the line of scrimmage, or actually going to lose 3 yards back to the 30. And he just doesn't have the speed that Colby has to get to the corner.
No, Garrett's got to be a up and down runner.
Gave him a loss of 2, actually, officially did the 31-yard line. 2nd and 12 upcoming for the Maroons. From their own 31-yard line, Hennessey now leads us with 24-6 on the first promising drive of the game for the Maroons. It looked like it was going to be a battle, and then Colby Mendenhall goes out, and it's been kind of a struggle ever since. Back to pass is Padilla. He gets the pass completed to Austin Reyes down the left side of the line of scrimmage, and he gets up to close to the 35-yard line, and he did get to the 35-yard line. 4-yard pass brings up a 3rd and 8 for Perry, and Perry's got to convert this, partner.
Yeah, this is crucial right here. We've done a pretty good job. I think we got 2 third downs tonight, right?
We're 1 of 4 on 3rd down tonight for Perry.
My apologies. I thought we had a couple.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, it looks like. Actually, 2 to the far.
Try to run Rupp on a little skinny corner here, a skinny slant.
Pistol formation. Padilla's going to roll to his right. It's going to pass short. He's got Braden Sweet, and it's complete across the 45 and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. 12-yard pickup and a 1st down for Perry.
It's a great throw by Padilla. That's a long. He was on our hash was on the other side and close to the other side of the field, and
First down for Perry at their own 47-yard line. That play, like you said, Braden Sweet took Sanchez up the field and cut it back, and Sanchez kept going. And we've said this all year with 2A corners, and we're going to have a penalty on the end.
Personal foul. I think it was roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 15 yards added on to that. So Perry's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Hennessey 39. And we said, alluding to what I was getting ready to say, we said that with our receivers with 2A corners, we can get them up the field and come back to the ball, and those are going to be easy pitch and catches.
Absolutely. Because we have a quarterback now who can make all those throws. That's key.
Padilla in the shotgun formation, 4 receiver set for the Maroons. Back to pass again, and it's completed to Austin Reyes across the 35. Falls forward to about the 34. He got hit hard, and that's a 5-yard pickup. Brings 2nd and 5 upcoming.
These Hennessey guys, they bring it.
They do bring it. That's for sure. 4:23 to go before halftime. Hennessey up 24-6. Perry driving, though, at the Hennessey 34-yard line. 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Maroons. 4 receiver set, 2 to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set in that shotgun formation. Back to passes. Padilla. He's going to fire short to Braden Sweet. Catches it at the 30-yard line.
Should be at the 29, really.
And, yeah, they gave him the 20. Did they call that incomplete?
No, he caught it.
Okay, they got him to the 29-yard line, so a 6-yard pickup.
First down.
Should be a first down.
Yep, it is.
No? It's going to be 3rd and short, very short, so they gave him officially 5.5 yards.
It was 2nd and 5, though.
So okay, now they're moving the chains. Now they're moving the chains. Okay, so 6-yard pickup. I was going to say, too. First down pickup on 6-yard completion to Braden Sweet. So Perry has it at the Hennessey 29-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 receiver set again. Shotgun formation, back to passes. Padilla, he fires, trying to get Braden Sweet down the right sideline, but tried to thread the needle. Nicely done.
Yeah,
but
Braden's a little shaken up. He was, after that last catch, he's
battling now. Braden will battle. You'll have to take him off on a stretcher.
Yeah. These little short passes that we're doing where Sweet's getting those little curls open.
Yep.
What you do a hitch and go. Pump fake it, that'll be open. I look for that later in the game.
So 2nd and 10 for the Maroons at the Eagle 29-yard line.
Look for it right here.
Trips to the left, 1 to the near. That's Braden Sweet again. Dos Padilla in the shotgun again. Gets the snap, back to pass, rolling to his left. He's going to fire across his body, and it almost incomplete. Was it caught?
I think so. No, they called it
incomplete on the carom. The carom was almost caught. I think that was by Joe Rupp.
It was.
Joe Rupp almost got the carom. It was kind of an errant pass by Padilla. He threw into coverage. Ball's incomplete, thank God, but almost a spectacular play by the senior.
That would have been amazing.
I think he caught it. I think he just didn't have any feet in bounds. That brings up a 3rd and 10 from the Hennessey 29 for the Maroons. Got to answer with some points here. 3:40 to go before halftime. They break the huddle. Got trips to the left side again. 1 to the near. That's Braden Sweet. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Padilla trying to set up a screen. Has Austin Reyes out there on the left side. Cuts it back to the middle of the field. Gets across to the 25 to about the 23-yard line. That's 6 yards. That's 4 yards away from the first down, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 4 upcoming.
That was, it's going to be a timeout too, I think. But that was a good play. You know we're not in field goal range because we haven't attempted one all year, so you got to get close, try to make it 4th and manageable.
Yeah, that's going to be 4th and 4 for the Maroons, I think. Scoreboard shows 3rd and 3, but it's 4th and 4. If it's 4th and 3, that's a long 3, partner. We'll call it 3.5.
Yeah, that is a long one.
So 4th and 3.5. Got trips to the left side, a bunch trips. 1 to the near. Braden Sweet by himself over here. And Hennessy's, I think they might have called timeout because I don't think they liked what they saw defensively. Or are they going to call
That'd be a confusion about the down
illegal
distance.
Substitution on Perry? I don't know what the call is.
Reset the game
Reset
clock.
the play clock. 2:59 to go before halftime. Keep it right here. We're going to have Brandon Height, your Perry Maroon head basketball coach. We're going to talk a little bit about the basketball season upcoming. Still trying to get the play clock reset, and they finally do. 4th and 3.5 for the Maroons at the Hennessey Eagle 23-yard line.
They've reset it for them twice now. Come on, guys. They've done it for you twice. Please, let's Get your stuff
I don't
in
know
order.
what this crew is doing to me.
Well, he reset it twice. I think he wants him to reset it and stop it like that.
It's reset. It's reset.
All right.
Let's play.
Let's get it in there.
The official's just got his hands
Taking
behind his
your time.
back. Yeah, come on.
Oh,
Good grief.
Joy, we're playing.
So 4th and 3.5 for the Maroons. Dawson Padilla waiting for the snap. Now he's going to check out of something. Didn't like what he saw. Gets the snap. Back to pass. He's going to throw to his right side. It's intended for Braden Sweet. It falls incomplete. Turnover on down, so it'll go to Hennessey. And Hennessey will take over 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line, leading 24-6. Coach Cameron Bennett having a little chat with the official here. Sure, he's not real happy with some of the calls they've made this half.
No, I wouldn't be either.
As Hennessey breaks the huddle, 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Got 2 receivers to the near side. I formation now for the Eagles. Looks like that's Abe Ortega leading the way for Johns. Referee standing over the ball. I don't know what's going on now. Umpires. Gee, there's just no fluidity here with the umpire or the officiating crew tonight. That's a word.
Fluidity? I think so.
Mendoza under
Sounds
center.
good.
Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Abe Ortega right up the gut. Falls forward across the 25 to maybe the 26-yard line. We'll give him a pickup of 6 yards on the play.
Number 53, Spencer Hartwig, and number 42, Garrett Fire on the stop.
Actually, wait, to the 16-yard line.
2-yard gain on the play brings up
Nope,
2nd down and 8.
I was wrong. 2 yards gain on the play. I'm all over the place tonight. So 2nd and 8 for Hennessey at their own 25-yard line. 2:19 to go before halftime. One receiver to the near, one to the far, or 2 to the far for Hennessey.
Another empty look.
Empty look here. By himself in the shotgun as Mendoza gets a snap. It's going to be flushed to his right. He's gonna go himself. Gets across maybe the 30-yard line. Maybe to the. Actually, we're going to mark him out at the 29. So pick up a 4 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Eagles.
It's good coverage downfield. Mendoza didn't have anywhere to go, so he had to tuck it and run. Good coverage by the Maroons.
Actually, a 3rd and 5 marked him at the 28. So big play to get off the field here for the Maroons as they've got 2 timeouts left to go before they can get a score. And then they'll get the ball to start the 3rd quarter as well.
Absolutely.
3rd and 5 upcoming for Hennessey. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Empty set. Mendoza back in the shotgun by himself. Takes the snap. And he's going to pass short. It's complete. And it makes 1 man miss, and they can't get off the field. He gets the 1st down as he gets across the 35 to the 36. That is an 8-yard pickup and a 1st down for Hennessey. Good grief. And they are 2 of 6 on 3rd down, and they've got 6 first downs on the night, the Eagles do, and they'll continue having the ball and probably going to run the clock out for halftime. And Mendoza in the shotgun now, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. He gets the snap, back to pass. He's going to fire, and we got a holding. We got a flag in the area of holding for Hennessey, and it's intercepted for Perry. And number 5, Austin Reyes with the interception, as that was kind of a weird play. He intercepted it at the 43-yard line. The flag is holding, and Perry's going to get the ball. 1st and 10 for Perry at the 43.
There you go, getting a notch in the turnover call, and that's huge. Absolutely huge play by Reyes.
Now you go get a score here. Got 2 timeouts to get the ball back in the 3rd quarter, and we got a ball game again, partner.
Absolutely, because we get the ball back, yeah. This could be huge.
That's kind of a weird play. Everybody kind of stopped because I think everybody saw the flag. And Austin was like, no, I'm going to take this ball. And he took it for the interception. Didn't get any return, but intercepted by Austin Reyes, and Perry has it again. Back to pass now. Dawson Padilla is going to fire short. It's complete to Joe Rupp. And, boy, that left foot kind of bent back, and that didn't look good. He got it to the 40-yard line, so a pickup of 4 yards on, 4 yards on the play. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Actually, 2nd and 7. Hurry up offense now for the Maroons. Dawson Padilla back to pass in the shotgun. Fires quick slant to Braden Sweet, and it's too much mustard on it. Falls incomplete. So to bring up a 3rd and 7. And they are going to Braden early and often, and he's getting a lot of work today. And he's a little slow to get up, but, he's a trooper. 3rd and 7 from the Hennessey Eagle 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. 1 back set, shotgun formation, back to pass. Now Padilla and pump fakes, finds triple coverage. Braden Sweet. Oh, he made the catch! He made the catch at the 15-yard line. Falls forward to the 13. What a catch by Braden Sweet from the 40 to the 13-yard line. Wow, and that is a 23-yard pickup. Triple coverage, and he still made the catch, partner.
Absolutely. They had Rupp open. I was thinking, oh, man, you had Rupp open, but threw into coverage, and Sweet went up and got it.
That was a sweet catch, no pun intended.
Absolutely.
In traffic, 3 guys in traffic with him. 1st and 10 for Perry at the Hennessey 15. Back to pass, Dawson Padilla. He's going to fire short. He intended for Joe Rupp, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. It stops the clock with 54 seconds to go. And, boy, that was just a heck of a catch. I saw he fired into triple coverage, and I was like, oh, boy, here's an interception.
That's what you do when you have the Des Bryant. Just throw it up there and let him go get it.
It's just will. It's who wants the ball more, and Braden Sweet wanted it more, and he fought 3 Hennessey Eagles for it. Just an impressive play. 4 receivers now for Perry, 2 to the near, 2 to the far. 1 back set. Shotgun formation again for Padilla. Back to pass. Straight back to pass. Still looking. And he gets hit, and no roughing the passer as the ball goes out of bounds, incomplete. And that could have been flagged for roughing the passer.
Come on, guys, got to get some points here.
The referee is right on top of it. I would have flagged that because it was the way he hit Dawson after he threw the ball.
I didn't see it. I was watching the play.
Kind of flew himself into Dawson. Launched himself. There we go. But it's 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 10 from the Hennessey 15-yard line. 49 seconds to go. Perry has 2 timeouts. And we got a bunch formation. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the near. Empty set formation, and Hennessey didn't like what they saw, and I think they took a timeout. They did because they were confused. Perry threw, I think that was the new play that I heard about that they were getting ready to try and convert. But it's 24-6 here. Hennessey on top. Perry threatening to get some points on the board here. And Colby Mendenhall has gone out of the game for the Maroons. Will not be back, it seems like, as he's in street clothes. Or they want to just look at something at halftime more. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. Things have happened where they go in and they want to take a look at somebody a little bit closer, and then they come back.
Yeah.
So, I mean he still has his uniform on.
Still got his football pants on.
He still has his football pants on, and it might be something they want to look at halftime, but we don't want to speculate. He's chipper. I mean, he's
texting somebody over
there.
He's
texting somebody over here. So, but he is on the sidelines with the team, so I don't know what's going on. And sorry, Colby, you're on camera texting at a football game. That's thanks to Tyson Davis. I'm sure he'll love that. You might have got him in trouble too. 3rd and 10 from the Hennessey 15. Trips to the left side, 1 to the far, and Dawson beat it back to pass. Tried to find Garrett Byer down the seam, and he almost got it. And boy, if he gets it, partner, it's going to be 6 for Perry, as he almost grabbed that with his big paws.
Yeah, he tried to fit it into coverage there.
Perry now 3 of 13 on 3rd down conversion. They're going to go for it. Of course, 4th and 10 from the Eagle 15. They can get a first down to the 5. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far, 1 back set. Back to in the shotgun formation, back to passes. Padilla fires incomplete, out of bounds to Braden Sweet, and it's going to go turnover rundowns to Hennessey. As they're 0-2 on 4th down, and Hennessy's going to get the ball. 42 seconds to go, up 24-6. Just limit the damage here, get to halftime, and then see what happens for Perry. Really, I mean, as Hennessy's up, by 18 points, but really doesn't feel like you're out of this ball game yet.
No, you have to start converting on these drives. You have to start finishing them.
High formation, 1 receiver to the near, 1 to the far. Mendoza under center, takes a snap. He's going to give it. That's Johns, I believe, and he's going to be hit in the backfield by Luke Vollmer and drugged down for no gain. Good job by the junior there as he shot his gap nicely. And they may have given him 1 yard. I don't think so. I think he got, it's 2nd and 10. Good job by Vollmer there. He has had a nice game so far tonight.
Yeah, he really has been all over the place.
15 seconds to go, second quarter before we reach halftime. 24-6 Hennessey. See if they want to run another play. Play clock is still not on. I don't know what's going on.
I think means they can just let it go, but they're going to run a play.
It gets a snap. He's going to run it to. Don't let him go. That's Johns as he gets across the 30-yard line up to about the 33-yard line, so we'll officially give him a 18-yard pickup and a first down, but that's the end of the half. And Hennessey leads it 24-6 at halftime. We're going to come take a break. We're going to come back. We'll have Coach Brandon Height coming up here, hopefully to talk to us. I haven't seen him yet, but hopefully he'll come up here and talk to us, and we'll talk about some Perry Maroon basketball. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Danielsville, Brock Campbell. We're at halftime, and Hennessey leads this one 24-6 over your Perry Maroons after Colby Mendenhall goes out in the first quarter. Really a promising drive to start the game as Perry went down on their first drive and got 6 points and missed the extra point attempt, but it looked like it was promising. Still not out of this game. It's an 18-point game at halftime, 24-6, and you just got to make some adjustments at halftime, and whether Colby Mendenhall comes back or not remains to be seen. He still had his pants on, his football pants, but he had a hoodie on over that, so it might be something they want to look at a little bit in depth at halftime and maybe try to get him back, but we'll see. His helmet is that's not his helmet. His helmet's in the locker room, actually. But it's 24-6. I also want to take this time to congratulate the Perry Maroon High School Marching Band as they were Class 2A state champions last week at Bigsby, I believe. That means they got straight ones or they just won their championship, and they're doing the Wizard of Oz this year. So congratulations to them, keeping the tradition strongly alive. As you know, I was in the band. I was a drummer in high school, and Perry is known for band, and we have several championships and sweepstakes and all that good stuff. So continuing the tradition, smaller than it was when I was here, but still really powerful as a band program. And Mark Henderson does a really good job with the band as well. So, Mike, let's go ahead and go over some stats here from halftime. If you want to go ahead and
all right, I'm ready.
Some team stats and individuals, and just give a snapshot of what's going on right now.
All right, absolutely, Brock. We've got always with the visitors first. We have Hennessey has 243 total yards, 128 through the air with those 3 touchdown passes. He's got 4 completions tonight, 4 or 5, and 3 of them for touchdowns. 115 yards on the ground at about a 6-yard per average per carry. They got the 1 interception, and they have 5 penalties tonight, 50 yards, so not really keeping it clean there, and they've possessed it for 13 minutes to 15 seconds. So really, we've done pretty well on the ball control. Perry Maroon's stats are 126 total yards, 100 through the air, only 26 on the ground. That can obviously be contributed to the fact that Colby Mendenhall has not played. And the one turnover, the 1 touchdown was to Sweet. No penalties for Perry. That's something they can build on. That's a silver lining. That's huge. 0 penalties and 10:45 possessing the ball, which that's pretty good from what they've done in the past. So they need to step it up a little more in the second half, probably get it to around 15 minutes to come back in this game. Those are the team stats that I have, Brock.
Let's go ahead and go over the individual stats at
Okay.
halftime here, just for the Perry Maroons.
Padilla is 12, throwing well tonight, but still has 13 incompletions. 12 of 25 for the 100 yards. Sweet has 4 receptions for 51 yards. Reyes has 5 receptions for 31, and Byer has the 1 14-yard reception. And Sweet has the 8-yard touchdown catch as well. And on the ground, not really much to show for tonight, but Padilla has 4 carries for 10 yards. Byer has 5 for 7, and Mendenhall has his 2 for 9 yards. And so those are the first half stats, partner.
And I hope you're enjoying the Perry Maroon Marching Band halftime show here with the Wizard of Oz, as we're giving you some coverage there from Tyson Davis. As want to get them a little bit of a pub here, and we'll just listen here a little bit and maybe zoom in and give you some good shots here at the high school marching band show, the Wizard of Oz, and 24-6 here at halftime. Hennessey on top of your Perry Maroons. Still not out of this ball game, but they're going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime with Colby Mendenhall possibly out of the game. We got some ineligible players too that could have maybe contributed, but they're ineligible as well. So you're really thin at the running back position. Joe Rupp has played running back before. I just don't know if he knows the plays. I'm just trying to think of some other options that Cameron Bennett is going to try and come up with, but I expect to see in the second half more passing. It's going to be a lot of passing. It's going to be a lot on Dawson's shoulders and his arm. Unless they come up with some creative ways to get some other guys some carries.
Try to come up with a creative way to maybe get Sweet, maybe a jet sweep, reverse, get him the ball and get him in space. And Rupp too, that could be some ideas, because they'll need to do something. Because Byer, he's just a straight ahead runner. He's very good at it, but you need to get on the corner and get some big yards.
Right. So we'll see what Coach Cameron Bennett has in store in the second half, as it's halftime here. Hennessey leads this one 24-6. We're going to take our next time out of the halftime break. We'll come back. We'll talk about we'll get some halftime scores and all that stuff. This halftime scoreboard brought to you by Suddenlink. So we appreciate them as a sponsor. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple K Sports. Can you get the scores up like you had last week? Mine will not go for some reason.
I don't have any good ones really.
And welcome back to
just look at that score, partner.
Welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw, as got a tight game and at Kingfisher, and it's 27-20. Kingfisher on top of Blackwell.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Good grief! You want me to
You got yours updated,
Okay.
I thought.
So we'll go ahead. We're going to go ahead and halftime scoreboard show brought to you by Sudden Link. And first score that I see is Lone Grove 34, Dixon 6 at halftime. Let's see. Bethany 21-7 takes a late lead on whoever they're playing. I hate it when they don't put the opponent. Halftime, McAllister 49, Noble 7. The Buffaloes having no trouble with the Bears. Let's see here. Tulsa Edison at Collinsville tonight. Into the third quarter, Collinsville Cardinals lead 7-0, so defensive battle there. Halftime, Altus 33, Chickasay 0. I can't say that. Covington Douglas, here we go, Tyson. 44, Prue 6 at the half. Merritt 14, Turpin 24 at the half. Shawnee 13, Durant 6 started the fourth quarter. Let's see here. Bethany 14, Douglas 7, so they're on top of Douglas. There we go. Let's see here. Bixby 34, Sepulpa 0. Halftime. Tipton defeats Duke 56-0, and that was at the half. Idabel 34, Spyro 27. Spyro and Stroud did not play last week because they got rained out by storms.
Huh.
Let's see here. Into the third quarter, Wagner leads Tulsa McLean 44-0. Good grief.
They didn't try to play that game on Saturday?
I don't think so.
Was it non-district then, I guess?
Yeah. Looks like Metro Christian and Fort Gibson tied at 21. Let's see here. Halftime, I already said that one. See here. Nowata 12, Vian 7 at the half. Ooh, wow, that's a surprise right there. The Wolverines trail at the half at home to Nowata. See here, 14-7. Stillwater leads. Boy, Stillwater on top of who they have tonight?
Choctaw.
They lead 14-7, and that is 7:31 to go in the third quarter. So the Pioneers trying to get to a district win in that district. Let's see here. Kingfisher, like I said, 27. Blackwell 20 at halftime. That's kind of a shocker. Norman North 21-17 over Edmond North in the third quarter. Medill closes the gap on Marlowe 28-21, so the Outlaws on top of that one by 7. Beggs leads Tulsa Rogers at half 46-6. Lone Grove 34, Dixon 6 at second quarter. Southsalt 22, Stillwell 10 at halftime. Cassia Hall leads Veneta 28-7 at the half. Locust Grove leads Tahlequah Sequoia 34-7 after the first half. Laverne 58, Sealing 3. 57 seconds left in the half. Southsalt 22, Stillwell 10. I just said that one. Let's see here. Sperry 10, Verdigris 6, third quarter. El Reno 0, Duncan 35, second quarter. Halftime in Whittingwood. Whittingwood leads Elmore City. Purnell 28-0. Whittingwood is a really good football team this year. See here. Mount St. Mary's 14, Meeker 14 in the third quarter. Yukon 12-7 at halftime over the Putnam City Pirates, so they get the 5-point lead. You got any others in there?
OCS on top of Alva 43 minutes ago, 63-6 at the half.
Yeah, they're number one in Class 2A.
That's
Alva just has
Chisholm on top 29-0 in the second quarter. That was 42 minutes ago, though, so
they're playing Newkirk, right?
Yeah, did I not say? Sorry. I didn't say who they were playing.
Perkins Tryon 62, Manford 14 at the half. Good grief. 3 Perkins Tryon players have combined for 15 rushes for 365 yards in the first half.
Well,
Manford is really hurting this year.
That'll get it done.
Good grief. Guthrie 42, Western Heights 0 at halftime. No surprise there. Weatherford 21, Elk City 6 at the half.
Wow.
Hennessey, like I said, Hennessey 24, Perry 6 at the half here.
Yeah, Tulsa Union on top of Owasso. Both that's a really good game right now, or good matchup. But 20-0 right now, Union over Owasso. 9:25 left in the third.
If you go ahead and take it, if you got some more scores, I'll let you go ahead and put some out there.
Got Enid up 21-10 with 8:19 to go in the fourth. That game's moving right along. It must have started early. On top of Tahlequah, 21-10. Bixby on top of Sepulpa at the half, 34-0. Bethany, like you said, up 21-7 on Douglas. Let's see. That's Chicago Bulls. That's not of any interest here. Let's see.
If you got a Thunder score, that might be interest.
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I guess I don't follow the Thunder on Twitter. That's kind of weird. I know the Cardinals are winning 3-2 in the 6th, I believe, in baseball. Which go Giants. See, Metro and Fort Gibson are tied 21-21. I didn't see a time there. Let's see. That's all I'm getting right now. A lot of scores are way backed up from a long time, about 30, 45 minutes ago. Not really going to be of any good to us.
And probably about 80% of the high schools will be playing tonight, as this is the Thursday night game that everybody plays for fall break. So that's why there's so many scores tonight.
I don't like Thursday night games. We've got Laverne on top of Ceiling, 58-3. Locust Grove, 6-0. Locust Grove, very good team this year, up on Tahlequah Sequoia, 34-7.
As you see, the Perry Maroon cheerleaders finished 4th in the state this year in 2A. Very proud of them. Perry has very good athletics and extracurriculars as well, as the Perry Maroon band took 2A state championship, and your Perry Maroon cheerleaders 2A, 4th in 2A. So Perry does well for a smaller community. They do well in all kinds of things here, not just wrestling. Absolutely. Even though this is a wrestling community, but in football, they're 4-2 coming in tonight, 2-0 in the district. Getting some input here from some fans that I guess they've been trying to log on Campbell Communications OK, and it's saying it's unavailable. So Kevin, if you can check the stream and see why they are not being able to click on the link on Campbell Communications tonight. And the Triple Play Sports Radio link to listen to it online. You might check, whoever's listening, you might check your phone app as well and see if it works. So we apologize if you're having some difficulties trying to get on and listen to us. And we're also on Channel 59 Penn Network tonight, City of Perry YouTube channel. You can watch it live as well and listen to us live. But right now it's 24-6 with 5 minutes to go before halftime. We're going to go ahead and take our last time out of the I thought we were going to have Coach Brandon Hyde up here and talk some Perry Maroon basketball, but unfortunately I don't know what happened. But for the Chisholm game, the last home game of the year, we're going to have Coach Ron Dwyer up here. He's the Perry Maroon girls basketball coach.
Choctaw took the lead in the fourth quarter.
Choctaw takes the lead.
21-17 start of the fourth.
Well,
got a surprise onside kick. We're familiar with that tonight.
Exactly. As we'll have Coach Ron Dwyer up here for the Chisholm game at halftime, and as well for senior night in a couple weeks. So thought we were going to have some Perry Maroon basketball talk for you. Guess not. So we're going to take another time out, or last time out of the halftime. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Gotta let that one play a little bit. That's a good song, When a Dead or Alive. Let's talk about, let's improvise here. Let's switch our attention to Saturday. It's got some intriguing matchups this week. Our Cowboys going down to Fort Worth, take on the Horned Frogs, and we had heard that Trayvon Boykin was out with surgery 4 to 6 weeks for a little while, and we thought we were going to not have to face him, but unfortunately that was not true. And fortunately for him, I don't want anybody to be injured at all. We will be facing him as well. So let's talk about the Cowboys, the Sooners, and what's going to happen on Saturday with all the Big 12 teams.
I forgot who OU's playing. K-State?
K-State is at OU at Norman. Last time they were there, they took down the Sooners 34-29.
In Norman?
Yeah, it was in Norman. Last time they were in Norman, they beat the Sooners.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
A
then
little bit of trivia there.
I look for them to. You gotta slow down the running game. Obviously, that's OU's
Right.
power horse. That's their workhorse, man. P. Ryan, he's pretty good, and slow down the run game and get Knight off of his passing game. You got to get a chance to win. And for Oklahoma State, you just got to play better.
Got to block.
Flat out block, tackle. You got to do everything better against TCU.
It sounds like we may be getting Ashton Lampton back in the corner.
I hope so. That's huge.
It's not set in stone yet. They haven't released the status, but that will be that'll solidify that backfield for
yeah,
OSU
that'll
a little
help.
bit. That'll take Ramon Richards off the field, and you'll put Ashton Lampkin back in there.
Ramon's an okay player. He's a true freshman.
He's just young.
That's tough.
Yeah, he's young. For the Cowboys, the long ball plays into their hands with TCU because TCU gave up a bunch of long balls to Baylor, but they'll probably figure out how to defend it, in our luck.
It's a different animal. Bryce Petty is a future NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Dax Garman's in his 6th game.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a huge difference, though. Garman can't throw it deep. We have to get our running game going. OSU's offensive line has got to block better. They got to have better continuity, and if we get the run game going, that'll help. That'll help immensely. And then our defense is pretty solid this year. Boykin is hurt. They did say his left wrist is hurt.
Well, he
So
did
he's
get
gonna be wearing a
get
brace.
hurt at the end of that game with Baylor, I believe.
He'll be wearing a brace on his non-throwing hand. You don't like to hurt people, but as a former defensive player, you find out, somebody's got a knee, they've got a tweaked ankle. Well, guess what? That's what I'm going to be focusing on when I try to tackle them.
Well, then the other team in the state, Tulsa, God bless them.
Oh,
they have to go to South Florida. And
that's going to be tough. That's a tough place to play.
Actually, wait, no, the UCF comes to Tulsa, I believe. Still
Central Florida then?
No,
Okay.
it's South Florida Bulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Central Florida's the Knights.
Yeah, and you said going to South Florida, and you said UCF's got to come here, so you switched it up on me. Your allergies are screwing with you
I meant to
again.
say USF. Sorry.
So they're playing the Knights.
I think they're playing the Bulls.
Okay.
USF.
USF.
Yeah.
You might have said it. I got bad hearing, so that's probably on me.
I know this.
Check the tape.
It's on the recording. But USF is just going to come in and just put a whooping on Tulsa. Tulsa.
Yeah, didn't they lose to Florida Atlantic?
Blankenship's going to be out at the door.
That's only 2 years. I think you got to give him one more. He had the first 4 years. He had really good talent. You're Tulsa. You can't outfire a guy after 2 tough years. You got to give him one more year.
The guys before him, and he hasn't done anything with his recruits yet.
I don't know. He's been there 5 years, hasn't he?
Blankenship?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's had plenty of time. I think he's probably going to be out the door. Tulsa's.
Well, that's a mistake in my opinion.
Well,
Tulsa's disagreeing with you. I'm saying if they do that.
Tulsa's used to going to bowls, and they're used to being up there and winning, conference titles, and they're not even close this year. And I don't think the Tulsa administration is going to take that very much longer.
Well,
but you could be right. I mean, then who do you get to take the job?
You don't screw with that. Right. That's Tulsa. You're not Oklahoma State.
I think Blankenship should go back to high school. Personally, I think he was a better high school coach.
Go to Union. I don't want him to go back there. They're doing fine.
Union probably take him back.
Yeah, if he wants to come back and Putnam North wants to get him, then I'm all for that. That would be great.
Well, keys to the second half here, partner, quickly as we got about 2 minutes to go.
Coach, I think Coach is in there saying, "Hey, look, guys, we got to finish our drives. That's it. That's the key. Finish your drives. We had 2 drives that stalled inside, I believe, the 30, right, partner?
Yeah,
one inside the 20. I mean, we were at the 15-yard line that one drive, and just keep playing the way we're playing. They're really not playing that bad of a game. They had that one big play, and they've had a couple of long sustained drives, but we've also stopped them twice when they've been inside their 30. Stopped Hennessey, that is. So you just keep maintaining, keep throwing the ball to Sweet. I think we can get a stop and go. I think it's going to surprise Sanchez on the outside because we've been getting those short intermediate passes, but I think we can throw a pump fake to Sweet, and he can go. I think we can get a long one. We're going to need to be able to do that. I'm going to need to get inventive offensively running the ball. We got to do something.
Well, you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's do bad news first.
Bad news, Colby's out.
Okay.
He's not coming back. He's still in his hoodie, and he's still in his football pants. The good news is he looks normal.
Yeah,
he's out there. He's just being a kid. It doesn't look like it's anything.
It's got to be a concussion then, partner. Or
bad.
Maybe mild concussion.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully he's not out very, very long. Hopefully we can get him back next week. But
I think if we if we can get him back for Chisholm at the very least, I don't want to take anything away from. I think it's Newkirk next week. Yeah, Newkirk next week. They're just having a rough year, and I think we can still go up there and beat them without Colby. So you want to hope to have him back, at the very least, by Chisholm, the next home game, which is October 30th. which is the night before Halloween.
No, it is 30. It's the 31st.
Oh, well, then your schedule is wrong.
What schedule?
The schedule for our
My
football
schedule's
team?
wrong?
That's what it says. It says October 30th. I thought the Friday was the 31st.
Well, I'm sorry. I make mistakes.
Yeah, I know. I do too.
As we're about ready to get started here at the third quarter, Perry's going to get the ball to start. Colby Mendenhall is out of the game now, so Dylan Buck has a concussion. We'll get him back next week, is what I've heard. Same thing with Devin Blansett as well, so that'd be good to get those two guys. Brian Hatfield is supposed to play next week too. I think he nursing his injury, and I think he is eligible next week. So Drake Dale will also be back next week as well.
That's 4 starters on your defense.
There we go.
It's big.
That's the preliminary indications that I've gotten from the powers that be. So Perry's going to take over and get the ball first time in the third quarter, unless Hennessey pulls some trickeration again.
Well, they were ready for it. They were all bunched up.
Yeah.
Perry was, so.
But Sands is going to be back to kick from his own 40-yard line. Going to be kicking deep to Braden Sweet. And he gets a foot into it, and it's a
wow.
Going to be a touchback. It's going to go all the way into the end zone. He got a hold of that one.
Holy cow.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Perry 20-yard line. As Sands got a big boot into that one, the touchback.
Man, that was.
Yeah.
That landed in the end zone.
Lots of foot there. Well, if you get a touchdown here and you get a 2-point conversion, it's just a 10-point game, partner.
Absolutely.
It really, I mean, Perry's got to look at it like that, just chipping away, and then your defense is going to have to get some stops, obviously. But, you know, Hennessey didn't show much in stopping our passing game in that first half.
No,
really didn't. We just
really
stopped
didn't.
ourselves.
Yeah. Stalled drives.
2 receivers to the far, 2 to the near. Dawson Padilla back in the shotgun formation. Gets the snap. He's going to pass short to Garrett Byer. It's complete over there on the right side, maybe for about 2 or 3 yards. Had 2 guys gang tackle him, and he gets out of it himself, but forward motion was stopped.
They gave him 3.
They gave him 3
4.
yards, maybe 4. They gave him 4 yards on the play, 2nd and 6.
Good start.
Garrett with a hard-fought 4 yards. So
It's
2nd
like
and 6 for
Vollmer.
the Maroons.
Is that Rupp or Vollmer in the backfield? 20-something.
Yes. It's 23. Actually, wait.
That's Vollmer, isn't it? Yeah.
That's Luke Vollmer in the backfield now at running back. The pass was errant on the right side of the field, so it falls incomplete. 3rd and 6 for Perry. And, partner, you got to convert this.
Yeah, you can't go 3 and out to start the half.
I would snap it right now because Hennessey's in the middle of a. Oh, no. They're just switching. 2 receivers to the near, 2 to the far. Vollmer in the backfield now for the Maroons. Padilla in the pistol formation. That shotgun gets the snap, back to pass. He's going to throw, and it's over the head of his intended receiver, Joe Rupp, over there on the right side. Incomplete. It's going to fall, and it's going to be 4th and 6, and we've got a timeout.
Somebody else hurt? Is that
Somebody's
Vollmer?
stretching
His calf? Probably a cramp.
Somebody's down for Perry.
It's a 5. I think it is. It's not number 5 because there's Reyes. I think it's Vollmer.
And that's just what we need. We just put
Just
Vollmer
came
in
in.
at run back.
Yeah.
We can't win for anything in injuries this year, partner. I think it is Luke Vollmer. You are correct.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
stretching his foot, I think that looks
I would
like
think
that's
it's
a cramp.
Yeah.
That's a cramp.
Yeah.
That's definitely a
classic
cramp.
cramp.
Yep, Coach Bennett's.
Coach Bennett's the athletic trainer.
He's
right
the
here,
athletic
too.
trainer. He just took over and just that's definitely a cramp. He'll be back.
We need him back. Who goes in on at his linebacker spot if he's not in? Hartwig?
That's a good question. So we've got
The younger Hartwig, maybe?
I don't know, Roy Mendenhall.
He's going to have to come out. He's going to have to come out. Well, this play will count.
Roy Mendenhall's going out there to help him get Vollmer up.
Well,
but
that's a bad
this
cramp then.
This is definitely a cramp.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. He's going to get up on his own power, walk it off. He's good. Running off on his own power. That's Luke Vollmer.
Yeah, he'll have to sit out this play, but it's a punt, so he'll get back on the first defensive possession.
Tough kid. He's going to be a good returner for Perry next year.
Absolutely. Him and Reyes will perform. Will have be a nice combo next year in that linebacker spot.
Number 42, Garrett Byer in the punt for the Maroons.
Garrett Byer back to punt for Perry. Going to be standing about almost his own 10. Call it the 12-yard line. Gets a snap, puts a boot into it. It's a low kick down
hit him.
right center of the right side of the field. It's a very short punt, and that's not what Perry needed right now.
No, they didn't. They needed that to go across the 50.
And he got it to the 40-yard line.
He's calling it the 39. He kept walking up.
That's a 15-yard punt. Oh, my goodness. 15-yard punt. Hennessey's going to take over from the maroon 39-yard line. 1st and 10, and now you got to put it on your defense now.
Yeah, again, can't give him this many chances this deep.
Got 2 receivers to the near side. 2 back set for the Eagles. Mendoza under center. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off. That looks like it's Johns on the right side. He's got a convoy of blockers. But good job at stringing that play. He went up the field and then back, and he lost a couple yards. He gained more yards than he did, going forward. And then he came back and lost a couple yards back to the 35. He had about 7 yards, and then he gave up 2 more yards back in the backfield, trying to get the corner.
Good stretch out by Jones there, and then by Reyes, and Jones coming from the backside cleaned it up. It's a good play.
So 2nd and 6 for the Eagles at the Perry Maroon 35-yard line. 2 receivers split out to the far side. 2 back set once again. That's Ortega and Johns. Mendoza under center, gets him set. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Johns right up the middle, and he's got running room galore. Gets across the 25, falls forward to the 20, and that's a pickup of 15 yards, actually to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 14 yards and a 1st down. And that was just too much room there.
Yeah.
Hennessey driving again at the Perry 21-yard line. Perry had the ball to start the 3rd quarter, trying to dig into this lead, unable to do so. 2 receivers to the far side, or to the near side, 2 back set. Mendoza's going to pitch it, and Johns picks it up. It's a bad pitch, and nobody there for Perry to recover it, unfortunately.
Still got a
and
yard.
Officials are talking about something here. I don't know what they're talking about. They gave him about a yard on the play, though, so it brings up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 9.
So we'll call that a fumble by Mendoza, but it wasn't lost. It was recovered. Now they come out, 1 receiver to the far side, 1 to the near. Empty set now, 2 tight end. Not empty set, 1 back set. Mendoza under center. That's Johns in the backfield. Gets a snap. Back to pass, firing to the slant route. That's Sanchez. It's complete.
There you go, Liam.
Good ankle tackle by Liam Clausen. And if he doesn't tackle him, Sanchez will just dart into the end zone.
Great play, Liam.
That's a pickup of probably about, we'll say about 6 yards. Actually, 4 yards. So let's bring up 3rd and 5 and another opportunity to get off the field and maybe force another field goal.
Well, that was a great tackle by Liam. Good job, Clausen.
He's learning on the job, that's for sure.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 for the Eagles at the Perry 16-yard line. Mendoza in the empty set. 2 receivers to the near, now 1 to the far, and 1 comes in motion. That's Johns. He's going to fire incomplete, and Reyes gets his arms up, bats the ball down, gets in the passing lane, and it's incomplete. Mendoza. And now it's going to force a field goal for Sands up to come out here again for Hennessey. And he's going to attempt from the 16-yard line. That is a 33-yard field goal.
Depending on where the holder sets up.
From the right hash.
Usually about 7 yards.
He's going to have to cut this one just a little bit. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's high, it's long, and it is good. 33-yard field goal by Esteban Sands, and it pushes the lead to 27-6. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Taking 41.
39.
Replace. And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. Esteban Sands connects with a 33-yard field goal, his second of the ball game, and it makes it 27-6, 8:49 to go. And Perry is down 21. I mean, really, Hennessy's keeping in the ball game. Perry's just got to make some drives count.
You're having them settle for field goals. You just got to go down. You got to convert touchdowns on the other end.
And watch the trickeration again. We've seen it already. I would not put it past them because they want to rely on their defense. They have all night. Sands back to kick from his own 40. And he gets another boot into it. Boy, he can kick, and that's going to be a touchback again.
Man.
Good grief. 1st and 10 for Perry at their own 20-yard line. No return. Braden's had 2 returns, I believe. Actually, he's had more than that. I don't have his yardage, though. I haven't been keeping that, partner. I got to get better at that. That's why we need we need a statistician up here.
I know.
So if you're interested in that, let me know for next season. We would really appreciate it.
Exterminator up here now, these dang bugs.
1st and 10 for Perry at their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, 1 back set. And it's complete to Braden Sweet on the slant, and he might be off at the races. 50, and he gets ankle tackled across midfield to about the 46-yard line. That is a 36-yard completion and a first down for Perry. Boy, he had that inside route, partner, and he almost took it.
Yeah, great play, great route, great throw. Better throw by Padilla.
Up to the 47-yard line, so that's from the 20, so 33-yard pass. Trips again to the near side, 1 to the far. And we got multiple guys in motion for the Maroons. That's going to be a false start, 5 yards back.
It's the first penalty of the night, too.
Wow. Clean game for the Maroons.
Yeah.
Very clean. That's one thing they have cleaned up. You feel like you're still in this ball game. I mean, it is 27-6, but you feel like you're still in this one.
Yeah, you absolutely. You're 3 scores, 21 points.
Trips to the near side, 1 to the far. Shotgun formation, back to pass is Padilla. He's going to pass short to Austin Reyes down the left side. Now he's going to try and cut up the field.
Man,
he catches it, gets up to the 49-yard line. They give him a pickup of 1, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Has good tackle in space there for the Eagles.
Yeah, they got no gain on that.
Actually, yeah, you're right. They have it marked at the 49. They were at the 48.
Yeah, that's what it says on the board, right?
So we're going to call it officially a 1-yard gain. I think the scoreboard's wrong. So 1-yard gain, 2nd and 14 upcoming for Perry. It says 2nd and 15 on your screen, but it's 2nd and 14. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far again for the Maroons. In the shotgun formation, back to pass, Padilla. He's going to fire long. He's got a guy right there, and Braden Sweet made Sanchez bite on the fake, but the throw was just overthrown, and it was right there, partner.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier at halftime. We could try to get one of those, bust those long plays, and we had him. It just too much at that time. It was too much air.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 upcoming. Do you maybe go back to that? Because Sanchez was beat bad. The throw was just not there.
Yeah, I might try that again, or slant, high slant or corner.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near for the Maroons. 1 back set. That's Volmer, I believe.
Oh,
Dawson
man.
gets the snap. Oh, that's Garrett. Dawson gets the snap. Fires high. Austin Reyes out of bounds and incomplete as Dawson got hit.
Man,
he's helped up by Javi Renteria. That's
the refs missed a motion call on us. I wish they would have got it now.
So Perry now 2 of 14 on, 3 of 10 on 3rd down conversion tonight. Do have 9 first downs. Garrett's going to have to be punting again here. And we've got a legal substitution by the Maroons, I believe. Yep, a legal substitution as Clausen came off late, and that's going to push him back 5 more yards. What was a clean ball game was kind of got sloppy this drive for the Maroons.
Yeah. Really needed to score on that drive. It's going to be really tough uphill if Hennessey goes down and scores again.
Yes, I agree. 27-6, still 21-point ball game.
Unless you can hold him to another field goal, because then technically you're still within 3 scores with 3 extra points. 2 points.
Garrett gets a snap, puts a boot into it. Nice high kick down the center of the field. It's going to be taken by Sanchez. He makes one miss. There's a flag. There's another flag. We're going to have a block in the back. Sanchez is going to continue running, still going, but it's going to come back.
This should come back, yeah.
There's 2 flags back here, and Hennessey's going to be guilty of a block in the back once again.
About a 26-yard punt, partner.
So we'll call it a 26-yard punt, and then the penalty will be enforced. Yep, it's going to be way back here. The flag's thrown at the 30, so they'll mark it back from the 30 on. So Hennessey's going to have the ball deep in their own territory now. And that's just one thing that I've seen tonight that Hennessy's just not real good at with the special teams punt coverage. They just blatantly block people in the black.
Yeah, they're not very organized and sound on that.
2 flags on the play. One is a hold, one is a block.
Yeah, one was a hold and one was a block in the back. So 2 infractions on Hennessey.
Should knock them back to the 15 at least.
We would like to take both of them. But I think we're going to take the 15-yarder. That'll be the block in the back. Oh, no. They declined it. They took the holding. Wonder why.
Yeah, maybe
it might be spot foul on the block in the back and the holding.
Yeah, maybe the spot foul was up here and the hold was further back, so that's what the one you want to take.
Okay. So it would be holding further back, and that'll mark Hennessey back. Good job, Tyson Davis over here, Penn Network, showing his football prowess over here. He played football at Covington Douglas. He's a Wildcat. So he's quite happy that his Wildcats are murdering crew right now. Gets a thumbs up right. And that's going to push the ball all the way back to the Hennessey 14-yard line. Boy, a pick 6 would be great here.
Absolutely.
Or a fumble or something just to get some momentum.
Ended up being a 16-yard penalty, partner.
As Hennessey has 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back set, 2 back set actually. Mendoza under center. Gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to his running back, and he tries. He almost got out of it. He went to the left side, cut back to the middle of the field. Got a flag in the middle of the field, and that might be a holding down the field on Hennessey. And if it is, that's going to march him back even more, because they had a guy way downfield, and if that's the case, that might be holding. Personal foul, face mask on Perry, though.
Wow, that's not good.
I didn't see that at all.
Gives him the yards back.
So that's going to be a first down by penalty for the Eagles. Don't worry about the yardage. And that gets them out of jail very quickly.
And that should take them up to, what, the 29?
Yeah.
The 36? A 22-yard penalty?
Must have been where the spot of the foul.
He only got like a 1 or 2 yard gain. What the heck? I don't understand these high school rules. Oh, okay.
They called it up the field, I guess, on a blocker. So 1st and 10 for Hennessey at their 36-yard line now. 1 receiver to the near, 1 to the far, 2 back set. Mendoza under center. Takes a snap. He's going to give it. Now Fleeficker back to Mendoza, and he's going for Sanchez.
Knock it down.
And right there in coverage, and it's complete, and he was there. Joe Rupp was in coverage. He jumped too quickly, and it's a touchdown. It is a 64-yard touchdown for Hennessey, and Rupp was there in coverage.
It's their second 64-yard touchdown tonight.
And that one probably deflates you there, partner.
Yeah, I would think so. Puts it to 28 points if they get the extra point.
And that drive started at the Hennessey 14. And it covered, how many yards is that? That's 86 yards in 2 plays.
Yep. 4 touchdown passes by Mendoza tonight, partner.
Yeah, and he's not a passing quarterback. Now a 2-point conversion attempt, and we're going to have it's a swing pass, but we've got a flag on the play. It's going to be motion, and that's going to be declined. It's not going to be good anyway, I don't think. It's illegal motion on Hennessey. It's going to be declined. And because I don't think they made the line to gain.
No, they didn't.
Well, there's no, well.
Yeah, decline. Gotta be.
No, I guess they did make it. They just didn't. What are these officials? Put your hands in the air if he crosses the line.
Yeah, I know.
penalty or no, and Hennessy's going to get another try at it because I guess they did cross the line, and now they're going to set it for point after attempt. Unbelievable.
This crew's been a little shaky tonight, partner. They're going to kick it now.
Yep. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It is high, and it's
That
long,
one he
and
misses.
it's no good to the left.
Yeah, sure, that one he misses.
As they get 6 points. That's all they get. It's 33-6. Hennessy leads. You're listening to Perry Marin Football on Triple Play Sports. Four touchdown passes.
Yeah, I guess Mendoza only has 3 because they had that trick play, but still. Yeah, but one was a trick play. Remember the trick play? That was Sanchez that threw that first one to Montez.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, remember it was a reverse.
That's right.
I just remembered that, though.
And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma, Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. And got a correction here. Mendoza has 3 touchdown passes. Sanchez has 1. Did you mark that in the...
Try.
You put Sanchez up here.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, you write it up there, don't you?
Yep, up there. And then you put... Yep, put his name there, and then... I think it was a 64-yard touchdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's 33-6 on a 64-yard touchdown. Mendoza to Sanchez on the flea flicker, and once again, Joe Rupp was in coverage. He just jumped too soon. Sanchez made a play, and that's what they do. I mean, they just got athletes.
This is a surprise, though, having 4 total touchdown passes
Sands
tonight.
with the kick down the center of the field, taken to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets dump trucked about the 32-yard line.
22-yard return if you want to mark it.
22-yard return on the play for Braden Sweet.
They're putting it at the 31, 21 yards, sorry.
So 21 yards. We'll call 21-yard kickoff return for Braden Sweet, and Perry down 33-6, and you got to go put some points on the board this drive. 6:27 to go, third quarter. It's all Hennessy, 33-6. District 2A1 matchup, battle of undefeated teams in the district. Trips to the far side, one to the near for the Maroons. Shotgun formation, Dawson Padilla now back to pass again. Getting rushed, he has the pass complete to Austin Reyes around the right side of the line of scrimmage. It's complete. He gets up to maybe the 34. So we'll give him 3 yards on the play. So it brings up 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Maroons.
2-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Maroons.
I actually gave him 2 yards, but I've got him marked to the 34, so I'm calling it 2nd and 7. That's where they marked it. Back to pass now, Dawson Padilla again, fires short again. It's caught by Reyes, and he drops it.
Yeah,
Didn't ever have
possession.
control of the catch or possession, and it falls incomplete, so it brings up a 3rd and 7 for Perry. And just been all too familiar at this down tonight. Perry is 3 of 10 now on 3rd down conversion tonight. And they have 9 first downs. A lot of those were in the first half. 1 receiver to the far side, 2 to the near, 1 back set. Padilla is going to roll to his left. He's going to fire across his body. It's out of bounds and incomplete off the hands of Braden Sweet. In coverage was Jose Sanchez. Good coverage by Sanchez, and it's going to be a punt attempt now again for the Perry Maroons, as they are now 3 of 11 on 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down for the Maroons.
5:44 to go, third quarter. 33-6, Hennessy on top of your Maroons. Garrett Byer standing back at his own 21-yard line to receive the punt. There it is. Gets a boot into it. A high, good coverage kick. And Johns was going to try and get it. Gets a Perry Maroon bounce, crosses the 30 to about the 32-yard line. And I don't know if we're caught up on our breaks. If we're not, let's go ahead and take one. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Ball rolls down the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the
I guess we're caught up.
It's a 40-yard kick.
So we're caught up on the breaks. Garrett Byer with a 40-yard punt. I think I figure that out myself, Kevin, so sorry about that. We're caught up on breaks until we get to the third quarter. Hennessey has it now, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line, leading 33-6. Got trips to the far side, actually twins to the far side. Shotgun, and Mendoza moved. They didn't get a false start. He has his pass complete out to the left side of the line of scrimmage, and it's out of bounds, maybe a 2-yard play to Eli Montez. They gave him a pickup of 2, 2nd and 8 for Hennessey.
2-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Islanders.
Mendoza brings him in the line of scrimmage under the center now. 2-back set, 2 receivers to the far side. Gets the snap. He's going to hand it to Ortega, and good job gang tackling there for the Maroons. And that was Garrett Byer in on the stop, along with Matt Jones to clean up the mess. And let's see, they gave him a pickup of 2 yards, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, or 3rd and 7 upcoming for Hennessey. Got to get off the field here, guys.
Well, that's a long, there you go, 3rd and 6.
It says 6, but I'm saying 3rd and 7. That's the 7 yards right there. 3rd and 7 upcoming for Hennessey. At the 31-yard line. Drive started at the 28, so it's 3rd and 7. Now Mendoza's going to take it himself up the middle of the field. He's got open room again. Ball's on the ground! And it's scooped up, of course, by Hennessey as everything's going right. Tabor Johns, as Mendoza gets up to about the 44-yard line. So we'll give him a pickup from the 31 to the 44. 13 yards officially, and then the fumble, so 1st and 10. For Hennessey, and they're 3 of 7 on 3rd down conversion now. That's Mendoza's 2nd fumble. Perry has not got on top of one yet. Under the center, Mendoza takes a snap. He's going to hand it off. That's Johns. And good pursuit tackle. He falls forward for maybe about 3 yards to about the 48-yard line. Actually, we'll give him 4 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Eagles. 4:05 to go in the third quarter, and Hennessey just grinding clock up 33-6.
Spot the ball at the Hennessey 48-yard line.
2nd and 6 for the Eagles at their own 48. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 back set now. Mendoza under center. Got a receiver right here on the line of scrimmage on the near side. Gets a snap. He's going to fake handoff. Now he's going to roll to his left. Under pressure. He's going to fire. And it's high and incomplete. Good coverage by the Maroons there. As it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Mendoza dangerously rolling to his left side and then throwing against his body. You're taught not to do that. And it was almost a pick there for Perry.
Yeah. It gets you uncomfortable. You're used to, if you're going to roll to your right, it's just more comfortable. And yeah, he threw it a little high.
3rd and 6 for the Eagles here. See if Perry can get off the field again. 2 to the near receivers, 1 to the far, 1 back, actually empty set. Mendoza now in the shotgun. Gets a snap. Perry shows blitz. And he fires down the center of the field on the seam route. It's completed across the 40-yard line all by him lonesome to the 35-yard line. That's to Wymore, the tight end. So that play goes from the 48 to the 35. That's a 17-yard pickup and a 1st down. And once again, Perry cannot get off the field.
No, they brought a blitz there, and then Mendoza went right to where the blitzing linebacker's spot was.
Wymore was wide open, partner.
Because Byer went on a blitz and Mendoza saw it, picked it up, and threw it to a wide open.
And he did motion. You're right. He checked that off right at the line of scrimmage, and he's a senior quarterback. He knows what he's doing there for the Eagles. 2 receiver set, 1 to the far, 1 to the near, 1 back set. Now the receiver on the left side comes in motion. That's Sanchez. Give us to Johns on the counter play to the left side. Gets across the 35, falls forward to the 33-yard line. We'll give him 3 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7. Actually, they gave him 2, so 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line. Just grinding clock. 2:43 to go. Hennessey on top, 33-6. As Perry, promising start on their first drive of the game, got a touchdown. Old Mendenhall got hurt on the third drive, and it has been not much happening since. Mendoza under center, gets a snap. He's going to play action fake, going to roll to his right, going to fire down the field to Sanchez. It's complete. Across the 25, falls forward to about the 23-yard line. That's good enough for a first down. That is a 9-yard pickup and actually to the 21. That's a 13-yard pickup and a first down for the Eagles, and Hennessy's just starting to wear out Perry.
Yeah, they're getting yardage anywhere now, passing and throwing. Perry says no depth right now, and it's starting to show, unfortunately. I mean, it might happen.
And losing those 3 linebackers, too, tonight.
Yeah, that's huge.
It really hurt.
Takes Byer off the line, makes him play linebacker.
Mendoza under center. 2-back set, 2 receiver set to the far side, gets snapped. Going to hand it to Tabor Giants right up the middle, has room, and he's going to walk into the end zone. 22-yard touchdown, right up the gut. Touchdown, Hennessey. And unfortunately, the route is on again. Perry has not shown well at home this year.
They really haven't. It's really surprising.
That drive started at the Hennessey
26,
and that was a long drive, wasn't it?
Yes, it's 8 plays, 74 yards. Covered
73 yards?
Yeah, 74. Covered almost 5 minutes.
And the kick is up, and it's good. And with 1:53 to go in the third quarter, Perry now trails 40-6, and after a touchdown run by Tabor Johns, right up the gut too, and we're trying to come in with a positive here, but you started out good with Hennessey, and Hennessy's showing why they're ranked as high as they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're a physical football team. That's just all there is to it.
And they can hit you either way now. Yeah. Apparently, you can.
Well, the teams they play, I mean, with the exception of Kingfisher and Jones, I guess that makes no point to my point. They don't really need the pass.
They haven't yet this year, but
they're just taking what Perry's giving them. Perry's young in the secondary, especially with Colby going out and vacating his corner position. You got Ebersol in there, you got Clausen in there as well. They're just a young secondary now, and Hennessy's, you got your 2 seniors back there, Joe Rupp and Braden Sweet, but they've been hurt too tonight. Or Burns, in the pass coverage, and Hennessy's just taking what they got.
Double reverse, you tend to just tip your hat to the other team on that, but if it's not something we saw on film anyway in the last game. Maybe Perry's got more in-depth film from more of their games. But I doubt it's something they saw on film against Pawnee.
Well, credit to Coach Luchin and his staff, putting a heck of a game plan together.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's why he's one of the best coaches in the district in the state.
That's why Hennessy's good every year.
There's another kickoff. It's going to be high and deep. Braden's going to take it. No, it's going to go in the end zone for a touchback. And that's 3 touchbacks for Sands.
3 in a row.
Perry's going to take over first and 10 from their own 20 and down 40-6. And at this point, you want to continue trying to get better for next week and
keep everybody healthy.
Yeah, and keep everybody healthy, no injuries, because the game's out of reach now. I mean, 34-point lead, 40-6, and just want to keep teaching if you're the coaching staff. I know a lot of people are frustrated with how the Maroons have played here at home this year, but they played Stroud, they played Cashin, and they played Hennessey at home.
3 darn good teams.
Really, 3 dang good teams. So in the pistol formation, Dawson Padilla back to pass. Now he's going to hand it to Garrett Byer on the draw. And he gets across the 20, falls forward to maybe the 21, get 1 yard maybe. 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Maroons from their own 21-yard line. As they're looking over here at the sideline to get the play call from Coach Cameron Bennett. Still looking. I guess the play clock is not working the rest of the night because it's not going. Or they're keeping it on the field.
Yeah, this will have to.
Guess it's malfunctioning. So
That stinks.
Yeah, they're keeping it on the field. So Dawson Padilla in the shotgun formation. 2 receiver seat, side back to pass. He's going to throw the slant. It's complete to Joe Rupp. Tried to cut it back, and there's a face mask. Oh, yeah, by Javi Renteria, I think. And Joe Rupp gets it up close to the 26, so we'll give him a 5-yard pickup. And then we're going to tack on a personal foul face mask, and that's going to be another first down for Perry. It's going to be their 10th of the night.
It's going to be 8th penalty by...
They're going to wave it off.
Well, why did you throw it?
Of course they are.
What did
That's
you throw
just the
it
way
for?
it's gone tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to wave that off.
Cannot
And the way he
stand
fell, that was a face mask.
I don't understand why you even throw it then.
4-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Maroons.
See that in the NFL all the time.
4 yards on the play, so 3rd and 5 for the Maroons. Slow snap by
great.
Padilla and just a broken play, and he's going to be sacked.
Well, he's still going.
He got it away. He got the ball away
Got
to
the ball
somebody.
to Byer.
Garrett
Oh,
takes
how
the
he
ball.
did
He's
that.
going to lose yardage back to the
Oh, he's pissed.
22-yard line, so 4-yard loss on the play.
No penalty on Byer's helmet coming off.
3rd
I
and
guess.
9. Or excuse me, 4th and 9 upcoming for Perry. Good grief. 3 of 12 on 3rd down for the Maroons, and Perry's going to have to punt again. Garrett's going to have to come out because his helmet came out. He can't punt. So now Padilla's going to have to punt.
Number 13, Dawson Padilla set the kick for the Maroons.
They may wait until the quarter
Deep for Hennessy,
Yeah.
number 4,
because I think he can come back after
number
and kick.
33, Taylor John.
And that's going to be in the 3rd quarter. It's 40-6 Hennessy all over Perry tonight. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.
Going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Kevin, this should be break 15. Kevin, this should be break 15. We're going to take a break. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Oh, you did? I didn't hear it. So, okay, my bad. Okay, bring it back to me then after this one. Okay then.
Dawson Padilla in front formation for the Maroons. St. Jesse John, deep for Hennessy.
And welcome back to Danielsville. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as the punt is out of bounds at the 43-yard line by Padilla. 21, that's a 23-yard punt, right?
Yeah.
For Dawson Padilla, as he had to come on and punt because Garrett had to go out because of his helmet. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hennessy. I want to let you know this game is brought to you in part by Devon Energy, who take pride in supporting local communities and events where they operate. Visit devonenergy.com today to learn more about how they're one of the world's leading oil and natural gas producers. Devon Energy, commitment runs deep, and it's 40-6, and Hennessy takes over from the Perry Maroon 42-yard line. 1st and 10.
They're keeping their starters in.
And they do keep their starters in a lot. Low snap. Tabor Johns on the sweep to the right side. Gets a block. Gets across the 30-yard
nice
line.
hit, Byer.
Garrett just lays him out there, though, after he crosses the 30. Gets to about the 28. Got a 14-yard pickup and a first
actually,
down.
That was Lowry. That was number 40 on that hit. Nice play.
Actually,
Byers right down
there was a
here.
fumble on the play.
How many yards did he get?
I don't know. They haven't set the ball, so I don't know.
Oh, he's at the 30.
Got him at the 30, so that'd be a 12-yard pickup. But the officials are talking about something. They're going to wave another flag off. Why throw the flags, guys?
I don't know why they're.
This is unbelievable.
Game's going to be good for Hennessey first down. Fought the ball to Perry, 29-yard line.
I know this is frustration because we're getting beat 40-6, but don't throw the flag unless you see something.
I know.
And then you don't throw a flag when you get blatantly on the interference call on Perry in the first quarter. Unbelievable.
It's been that kind of a night.
Unbelievable. 1st and 10 for Hennessey at the Perry Maroon 29-yard line. Mendoza shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Bobbles the snap again, but he gets it complete to Sanchez. Sanchez gets dump trucked over after he gets to the 15-yard line. And that's another 14-yard pickup and a first down.
Number 33, Brian Shadow,
I hate to say that the Maroons have given up, but I think they have, as I think they're putting a lot more younger guys in now, and we've even got somebody hurt over here, got a cornerback hurt.
Yeah, I think that's Lyle, number 2.
Yeah, Perry has put their JV in, and I don't know why Hennessy's keeping their starters in on our JV, but they are.
Yeah, they look like they've got enough numbers. They've got about 20 kids standing on the sideline.
But this happens every year. I mean, if I'm Coach Luchin, you know, I'm this team can go to a state championship. I'm not risking any injuries.
Okay, they've got him in now. Number 10's playing quarterback.
Okay, so number 10,
Rapp
is in for quarterback. Ashton Rapp. He's going to hand off to 23 up the middle, and that is Dylan Joyce. He gets up across the 10 to about the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards, brings up 2nd and 2.
Number 64, Titan Horton in on the stop for the Maroons.
Titan Horton in on the stop for the Maroons. 10:46 to go in the ball game. It's all Hennessey tonight, 40-6, after what looked like a promising start to the first quarter. Rapp in the shotgun formation, has a receiver come in motion to the right side. Good tackle in the backfield. That's Luke Vollmer. Actually, not Luke Vollmer. That's
Bole.
Austin Bole on the stop. 66. Nice job shooting the gap and getting behind the line of scrimmage, and gets a tackle for a loss back to the 10-yard line. A 2-yard loss brings up a 3rd and 5 for Hennessey. Clock, 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Rapp in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 in the air. Now 1 comes in motion, gets the snap, it's high, gets it to Joyce around the right side, makes 1 man miss, makes another man miss, and he gets in for the touchdown from 10 yards out. 10-yard touchdown run for Dylan Joyce, and Hennessey just completely starting to pile it on. And that drive started at the Perry Maroon 42.
Yeah.
That covered
6 plays.
6 plays. And that was 42 yards. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's high and long, and it's good by Sand. So with 9:42 to go in the ball game, Hennessey leads us in 47-6. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Danielsville, Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw. And Mike, just another one of those games again. Two straight games that Perry has been outplayed, outmatched, and got an injury that might have done something for the rest of the game in the first quarter. And it's 47-6, Hennessey on top.
It certainly does. I mean, it makes us one-dimensional. No offense to Byer, he's a tight end. He's a fullback. He's not used to having to be the guy that has to carry the ball, and we've seen that when he's only gotten it 5 or 6 times tonight. We've passed a lot, and we've had to because without Colby, that just takes a whole dimension out of the game, and you have to throw the whole time.
We're praying to God that he's not hurt bad.
Right, and we were already out 4 starters anyway, and that's tough enough. 3 of them linebackers, 3 senior linebackers. That's huge.
And Perry's going to bring in their JV offense, so
like
the
Liam's
starters will
going
be
in.
sitting the rest of the game. It looks like Clausen taking snaps here. There's the kick, a high kick on the left side, mishandled by the Maroons. That's Ebersol, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Gets across the 10, the 15, and dump truck at the 22-yard line. So that's
From where he touched it, I think he got 6 or 8 yards. I think 8.
8 yards on the play there. And that was Ebersol, number 22, I believe.
Yeah. You are correct, sir.
Give him an 8-yard return, and if it sets up Perry at the 20-yard line once again. They have not had drives start in plus territory at all this tonight.
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah, in the first half.
As Liam Clausen will bring out the JV troops, and we'll see if Hennessey's substituting. I think they have substituted. Actually, they still got some starters out there. Clausen hands it off.
Yeah, that's not even fair, guys.
Yeah, they've still got their starters in on
Yeah,
our
there's a lot of
JV, and
starters on
now Coach
defense.
Luchin is looking, and he say, okay, he didn't know that, so credit to Luchin. He's line change right now.
Who got that carry?
I have no idea who that was, but it was no gain. 2nd and 10 upcoming for Perry as Hennessey now puts their JV in, and they get to see each other because they get to see each other now because they get to play each other Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they'll get to see what the JV does here. This is a preview of Monday's game, last JV game of the year. JV has not won any games this year, unfortunately. Clausen gets the snap, hands it to the first man through.
It's Taylor back there.
That's Clifton Crow on the carry.
He's in there, too. I didn't know that.
He gets up across, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. The carry before was a loss of 3. So he got 3 yards on that play, Clifton Crow did. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for Perry.
I like Crow. He's a good-looking freshman. He runs hard. Look for him in the future.
Clausen brings the troops to the line of scrimmage as the JV is in. Perry's trailing this one 47-6 to the Eagles of Hennessey. Gets a snap. First man through again. That's Clifton Crow. Maybe got to the 22. Give him 2 yards on the play. Brings up a 4th and 8 for Perry. And they are 3 of 13 on the night on 3rd down conversion for Perry.
It's just, I mean, it's obvious, but that's just not gonna win you many games.
Got 2 opponents and one left. That 2 opponents that one left. The 2 that you have, Alva and Newkirk should win easily, and then Chisholm in here for senior night.
Yeah, and
Garrett Byer with the boot into it. Good punt. Hits a Perry. I thought it hit a Perry Maroon at the 46, but takes a little bit of a bounce to the 45.
28-yarder.
28-yard punt.
No, 32-yarder.
Or 32-yard punt for Garrett. And they'll set up shot 1st and 10 for Hennessey at their own 45-yard line. With 7:31 to go in the ball game, it's all Hennessey, 47-6. So, kind of wanted to see more from this team tonight, and unfortunately, we just haven't seen anything.
Not after that first drive.
No, not after the first drive. It was just kind of taking the wind out of our sails. Receiver comes in motion. We're going to have our legal procedure on Hennessey. It's going to be 5 yards back. So push them back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Eagles.
Yeah, you're right, partner. Looking back, Hennessey started out and they punted 3 plays and out.
Yep.
We went right down and scored.
We had the momentum, that's for sure.
And then
give up that pass play.
And then at the very next drive, they had that reverse touchdown pass for the touchdown.
I'm looking at Colby and give us to Joyce around the right side. 45 crosses midfield. Drags a tackler all the way to the 44-yard line. And we got another injury for Perry back here close to the line of scrimmage.
Can't make out the number. What were you saying? You're looking at Colby? 60-something?
I'm hoping it's not Colby's collarbone again because I think he's got something around his collarbone. And if that's the case, that could be bad. He's
right there.
Right there. They've got something around. Oh, no.
The ice in it.
Well, if it's his collarbone again, I don't want to speculate. He might be out for the year, bud. Yeah, he's definitely favoring that right shoulder.
Yeah, he's got it tucked under there, doesn't he?
Yep. So we've got an injury here.
Isn't that how he hurt himself last year?
Yep, in pregame. That was an 8-yard pickup by Joyce, and I'm trying to see the number
it's
here. 64 for Perry.
Horton.
Titan Horton.
Big sophomore, 5'11".
And he's limping off. He has to
sophomore.
have some help. As Perry's just getting beat up as we're in week 7 here.
Number 64, Titan Horton, checking up on the play.
Lots of injuries right now piling up for Perry. Get some people back next week. That'll help. If Colby's out, might have to be creative and find a running back for next week.
Well, if Hatfield's back, probably have to try him.
And Brian will carry the load for sure. Hennessey has it 2nd and 2 from the Perry 46. Wrapping shotgun formation. Receiver comes in motion, gets a snap. He's going to take it himself in the zone read. Gets across the 45, and he's got the first down.
Good tackle by Shadown.
He's right at the sticks. He needed 2 yards.
Number 33, Brian Shadow on the
And I think he did get it 1st and 10 for Hennessey.
Game's going to be good for Hennessey's first down.
7:02 left in the ball game. Boy, partner, it's like last week. It's just deflating over here on this side.
Yeah, it is. There's really not much you can really say either, you know.
Wrapping the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far, or 2 the receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Gets a shotgun snap. He's going to take him, call his own number around the left side. Gets hit, but falls forward to the 43-yard line. We'll give him 1 yard on the play officially. So it brings up 2nd and 9. Actually gave him 2. That's a very generous 2. It says the 43. The line of scrimmage is 44. I'm calling it 1 yard, so 2nd and 9. Let's keep it like it is.
That'd be a really short 2. Really short.
Wrapping the shotgun formation, back to pass now. The left-hander,
lefty.
southpaw. It's intercepted! Threw it right to the defender for the Maroons.
That's
the
younger Hartwig.
That's Hartwig. Jansen Hartwig with the interception at the 40-yard line, advance it to the 41, and first down for Perry. And Rapp just threw it right to him. Just threw it right to him. So Liam Clausen will bring the troops out. They'll have the ball from their own 41. 5:59 to go in the ball game. Hennessey leads 47-6. They predicted the score to be 40-20, so a little bit worse than their prediction.
I really like the younger Hartwig partner. I think he's going to be a good player for us. He's a sophomore.
Get him a little bit bigger in the summer.
Yeah, definitely.
Liam Clausen gets the snap. He's going to hand it to Mason Taylor on the sweep to the left side. Gets up the field nicely to about the 40, we'll call it the 43-yard line. Got 2 yards.
Number 67.
But decent blocking over there on the left side. Mason Taylor had to navigate his way for 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Perry.
Spot the ball at the Perry 43-yard line.
Number 8, another freshman out there, wide receiver, Trey Hamilton.
And he'll get bigger too. He's a smaller guy, but he'll get bigger over the summer.
What you got to do to keep it going? And younger kids have got to step up in the summertime.
Lawson Oceani's going to go to the left side, or to the right side. Mason Taylor trying to get to the corner. Didn't get there. He's going to lose yardage back to the 40. He lost 3. And it's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 11 now, actually, for Perry. Just want to get this one over with. No more injuries. 4:45 to go the ball game. 47-6, Hennessey on top.
Yeah, that right tackle right now is another freshman.
Liam under center. Takes a
Klingman.
snap. Back to pass. Liam throws. He's looking for Jansen Hartwig, and it's intercepted by number 34. And wrestled out of bounds right there, and Hennessey's going to take over, 1st and 10. First and 10 now for Hennessey at their own 44-yard line. And we will not have Coach Bennett up here, nor any of the players, since he's got more things he needs to look at and try to figure out for next week.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him up here either, Barnum.
Rapp hands off to Joyce again. Gets across midfield and thrown down for, probably, 46, an 8-yard gain. Up to the 48-yard line of Perry. 4:13 and counting.
Well, it just doesn't matter who they have at running back. They get yardage.
They breed them big. They don't have wrestling or anything else, so they can constantly build their bodies.
Boy, Joyce is just a freshman partner.
Yeah.
Look for him in the future.
Rapp under center now. Going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Joyce over there on the right side. Has room. 45-40, 35, and tackled across the 35 to about the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 18 yards and a first down for Hennessey. They're just racking up the first downs, partner.
How many do they got now?
They have, 5, 10, 14. They've got 16 first downs.
Man. Yeah.
Perry's got 9.
Too.
Perry has not had a first down in this half, I think.
They've had 1. They had 8 in the first half.
That's right. That's right.
I think it was because of penalty, too.
I want the JB to hold these guys out. I don't want to give up 50 points to another team here. Rapp gets the shotgun, gets the snap, and gives it to Joyce. Austin Bole hits him in the backfield and drops him for a loss of about 2 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 12. Austin Bole.
Good play. They said Bocox, but Bole was in there.
Chandler Bocox cleaned it up.
Must have cleaned it up. Yeah. I'm giving the all tackle to Bole on that one.
Actually got him at the line of scrimmage. All right, now it is a loss of 1.
That's 2 tackles for loss for Bole.
Loss of 1 for Joyce there, and it brings up 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Trips to the left here. 1 back set, gets the snap, does Rapp, back to pass, and his pass is complete to number 39 out here in the flat.
Tarango.
And that's Tarango. Gets tackled across the 25, falls forward to about the 22-yard line. That's a pickup of 9 yards on the play and brings up a 3rd and 1. Destry Tobar in on the tackle for the Maroons. That's Arenio Tarango. If I said that right.
Looks good to me.
3rd and 1 for Hennessey at the Perry 21-yard line, 2:18 and counting. Rapp in the shotgun formation, has the receiver come in motion. There's a high snap, gets it to his guy, number 12, over there on the right side. Good tackle! And I think that was 50-something.
I think that was Dakota. That was 62.
It looked like number 12, the carrier, Levi Childs, the freshman that took he got the first down to the 21.
Good tackle by Dakota, though.
He needed 1 yard, he got it. So 1st and 10 for Hennessey. Their 17th first down of the night, and another 3rd down. They're 5 of 9 on 3rd down tonight. So that's a good percentage.
Yeah, I believe Cashin was 5 or 9 last week too.
Under 2 minutes to go. First down for Hennessey at the 20-yard line of Perry. Gives it to Joyce. He's going to cut it back against the grain left side. Still on his feet. Going to get gang tackled as he gets across the 10 to the 8. Come on, boys. Don't give us some more yards.
That was another sophomore. That was Rodriguez.
Here. Got to the 7, actually, so that's a 13-yard pickup and a first down. And, boy, I really, really, really want the JB to hold these guys out and not give up 50 points again for the 2nd week in a row. Minute 37 to go. 1st and goal for Hennessey at the Perry 7. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, 1 back set. That's Joyce. Rapp under center is going to give it to Joyce right up the middle of the field. Untouched touchdown, Hennessey, and they're going to give it 50-plus for the 2nd week in a row. Oh, boy, partner.
I think that was Rodriguez again.
Oh, on the carry?
Yeah.
Rodriguez?
Another sophomore.
It wasn't Joyce. It was Marco Rodriguez, sorry. I thought it was Joyce, but
It's 26, so they're close.
Sands in for the point after attempt. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. It's high and long, and it's good. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Where'd that start?
40. They're on 44, so 56 yards, 7 plays.
Welcome back to Perry Maroon's football field, Daniels Field here. I wish I had better news for you, but I don't. Once again, the Perry Maroons have given up 50-plus, half 100. It's 54-6, and I just saw Matt Jones limping on the field too, partner. And gosh,
this won't end for
just
us.
can't get the injuries out of the
There
way.
he goes.
Yeah, he's limping pretty bad. As Perry's lined up for an onside, it looks like. This is interesting.
Yeah, this is,
Hennessey
they're
up
bunched
54-6,
up. Hennessy is. That's how they got it the first time. But
Surely they're not going to do
no,
that.
they bunch up, and then Perry backs off.
Oh boy, minute 20 to go in the ball game, 54-6. Hennessy all over Perry, and thought this would be closer than this, but unfortunately it's a runaway. Sands would boot into it, another touchback.
That one in the middle.
Perry Maroons will have it 1st and 10. That's his 4th touchback of the ball game. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line for Perry. And they're going to fall to 4 and 3, 2 and 1 in the district, and they'll have Newkirk next week. We'll be at Newkirk, and hopefully we can get back on the winning track, partner.
Yeah, hope so. I think we will. Get everybody healthy, for one thing.
Hopefully nothing too serious for Colby, but I'm not going to bet on that because the way he's got it wrapped up tonight. I don't even see him down there anymore.
Me neither.
Liam Clausen brings the troops to the line of scrimmage under center. 2-back set, takes the snap, is going to give it to the first man through. I think that's Crow.
Yeah, got a good carry.
Nice carry across the 25. Got 5 yards. So 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Maroons. Minute to go in this ball game. Perry, unfortunately, just couldn't put any drives together, and going to have to go back to the drawing board for next week. Liam Clausen under center, gets the snaps, going to hand it to Mason Taylor around the left side. Got a couple blocks, nice job. Gets across the 25, falls forward to maybe the 27-yard line, maybe the 26. Gave him 1 yard officially on the play, brings up 3rd and 4, and that's probably going to be the last play of the ball game. And we're going to have a quick wrap-up here as we will not have a coach's interview or anything like that. We'll go over stats and set you up for next week for the Newkirk Tigers as we go to Newkirk and take on the Tigers. And it's going to be a battle of, I think they're 3 and 3, 2 and 1. They'll be 2 and 2 in the district after tonight. Clausen gets the snaps, going to hand it to Mason Taylor. That's the end of the ball game. Gets across the 25, falls forward to maybe the 27, gave him a yard, and that's the ball game. Hennessy wins this one 54-6 to go to 6 and 1 and 4 and 0 in the district. Perry falls to 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 in the district. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Daniels Field. Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as the Perry Maroons fall 54-6 to the 6th-ranked Hennessey Eagles here, Class 2A District 2A1 contest, and both teams come in undefeated in the district. And unfortunately, after Colby Mendenhall went out with the injury in the first quarter, it was just nothing else that Perry could muster. They just became one-dimensional, and Hennessey set on the pass, Mike.
Yeah, they did. I mean, Tennessee got another big play in the second half, that really long touchdown, and once they got up, I think 40-6, then they just kind of churned out the next couple drives on the ground. They ended up with over 250 yards, almost 250 yards rushing. So just not a good night at all.
Yeah, definitely not a good night. We won't have Coach up here. He's got other things he's got to worry about with his injuries and with talking to his players, getting his players focused for next week, and not losing the players for the rest of the season. It's still there. Perry will still probably go to the playoffs, but now you got to beat Chisholm to host on senior night. So, Chisholm beat you pretty big last year too. And you haven't, the motivation is going to be that you haven't really shown good on your home field this year.
No, absolutely not.
So, but here's the thing: you might go undefeated on the road. So it's catch-22 either way. But they fall tonight, 54-6. Perry Maroon fans that are still here giving standing ovation to the team as they go 2-2, and we're looking. Boy, Titan Horton cannot put any weight on that left foot, so that's not good news for Perry either, as they have a JV game on Monday with this same Hennessey team. So, it is what it is right now at this point. You're 4-3, all is not lost, 2-1 in the district. You got 3 district games, and you got to go try and win those 3 to get a host.
Yep, absolutely, partner. You got to get it done.
So we're going to go ahead and take our first break. We'll come back with some stats of the ball game, and then we'll get a quick wrap and get you out of here and set for next week's game at Newkirk. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. Players of the game.
Sweet. Offensively, I mean, he's got 80 yards. I think Tyson's talking to him.
I don't want to go on camera. Wow. Giants Royals.
So we're not going on again?
I guess we are. Do stats.
I meant on camera.
Yeah.
Not.
Let him do stats, and then we'll come back to the next break, and then I'll wrap it up. I guess Hennessey's going to do the halftime show. Battle of the Bands, it looks like. Well, welcome back to Daniels Field. Looks like we're going to have a battle of the drum lines with the Hennessey drum line and the Perry Maroon drum line. So maybe Hennessey or maybe Perry can win something tonight because they didn't win tonight. They didn't win 54-6. So I'm putting my money on the Perry Maroon drum line here as Hennessy's approaching with their threat. of the drum line as they're marching at midfield, and I'm improvising here because I'm giving Mike Shaw a chance to get his stats together. And but once again, 54-6. That wasn't a dig. I don't want to say that wasn't a dig tonight. I didn't mean it that way. But Perry Maroon's drum line is going at it with Hennessey's drum line right here at midfield, and this is kind of cool to see. These two bands know each other pretty well. They do the Star Spangled Banner together every year. The band directors know each other very well. I think they're pretty good friends, actually. So it's pretty cool to see this. But, Mike, let's go ahead and do stats tonight. We'll do players of the game as well. Defensive, we didn't get a defensive one. Did you decide?
Both sweet.
Okay. So go ahead and do some stats, and we'll tell you about our players of the game as Kaluzacek just walked by. There you go.
Oh, Kaluzacek.
Yep.
Starting with the guess as usual. Hennessey racked up 487 total yards. 246 on the ground with 3 touchdowns. 241 through the air with 4 touchdowns in the air. Excuse me. Let's see. 8 penalties for 76 yards and then 2 turnovers, possessing it 27 minutes and 4 seconds. Perry actually did a pretty good job possessing the ball 20 minutes, and I just couldn't get much done. 175 total yards for the Maroons, 145 through the air with the touchdown on the first drive of the game, offensive drive of the game, 30 yards rushing. Without Colby, couldn't get anything going. 3 penalties, 32 yards, 2 turnovers, and like I said, 56 possession. On the ground, Padilla, 4 carries, 10 yards. Through the air, 17-36, 145 yards and a touchdown. And Sweet had a good night, 5 receptions, 84 yards with the touchdown early on in the game. And that's Sweet also had 6 tackles. Reyes had a pick, another pick. He's had a good year. And Little Hartwig had a pick as well. Matt Jones had about 5 tackles,
I think I'm going to give the defensive player of the game to Hartwig. I'm going to give it to Jansen. He had a pick there at the end.
Played 2 possessions.
Hey, he's a JV player getting in the varsity game. He gets in the pick. Let's give it to Jansen Hartwig. Stepped in front and got that pick. And I know we've given it to Austin. We've given it to Braden before, but we'll keep Braden offensive player of the game. Let's give it to Jansen for a change.
Okay.
And but those are the stats of the game. Not pretty again. Go to Newkirk next week, take on the Tigers. So we'll see what happens up there. We're going to take our next break. We're going to come back. We'll wrap it up. Get you set for the Newkirk game. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports. And welcome back to Perry, Oklahoma. Danielsville, Brock Campbell alongside Mike Shaw as we get you wrapped up here as this one, Perry Maroons fall to 54-6 to the Hennessey Eagles as they drop to 4-3 on the year, 2-1 in the district, going to take on the Newkirk Tigers next week in Newkirk. Newkirk's probably going to come in with a 3-4 record and a 2-2 district mark as well, because Hennessey was all over Newkirk last time we checked. So that's a good thing. You got to go take care of your business with Newkirk and Chisholm and Alva. Got 3 games left. You got to beat Chisholm probably to host. So you got first things first. You got to go take care of Newkirk next week. Don't know the status in Colby Mendenhall. We'll see if I can get some information about that after the ball game. Hope nothing serious. Hope we can get him back next week. But we will have 3 of our 3 linebackers back that we missed this week in Hatfield. I can't remember. Hatfield, help me here. Devin Blansett and Dylan Buck. I couldn't remember the players, but we will have those 3 back, and also Drake Dell will be back as well to solidify the receiver position and the quarterback position next week as well. So we want to go ahead and thank Tyson Davis, Pinwent Network, as usual. Kevin McCoy back in the studio. My partner Mike Shaw doing a really good job with the stats and color commentary. Also want to thank you, the fans, and all of our sponsors up and down the line as well. Thank you for all your support this year. So for the final time, the score was 54-6. Hennessey defeats your Perry Maroons. Perry drops to 4-3 and 2-1 in the district. Until we talk to you in Newkirk next week at 7:30, kick 6:45 pregame. You've been listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports.